Welcome to Dice Legenz.
Hello.
Episode 19. It is great to have you here. My name is Vahid. I am the DM for the show. We are a D&D show that films out of a studio here in Aotearoa, New Zealand.
Here we are.
Our adventure takes place in Aratai, a relatively low magic setting in a grand walled city called Aratai, where the forces of darkness have arisen and are crashing down on our heroes who started off as 4 humble town guards and now find themselves in a lot of danger.
Too much danger.
So should we meet our wonderful cast members? Let's start with Money.
My name is Mon. I play a Tiefling cleric called Tnemrot, or Torment.
Oh, yes, the reveal. Hi, I'm Truby, and I play the human fighter named Sully. He's a good boy.
He is.
Or he used to be.
Oh.
Now he just feels like a boy.
Oh.
And hello, everybody. I am Longi. I play Lona, a 5th level sorcerer. Keep saying wizard. You go to wizard. No, I'm not a wizard. I'm a sorcerer. That's right. And I think, Lona has finally found a place to belong amongst his friends.
Oh, isn't that sweet?
Yeah.
Good for some.
Sweet. Kia ora everyone. Magandang hapon everyone. I am Raylene and I play Ha-Kapella, who is a level 5 dwarf bard. What is she? Oh yeah, I just said a dwarf bard who loves her chickens.
She
and
does.
everything. And she is, but I think she loves this team more now, which is big.
Yeah.
Big. She loves her chickens.
Yep, she loves her chicken so much she immortalized them in these things.
I kept them safe.
My precious.
Hey, so welcome. If this is your first time joining Dice Legenz, thanks for joining us. We hope you have a great show.
you.
We're going to have a great show. I hope you have a great time. Anyway, hey, so before we get into it, we want to thank our supporters, our Patreons. Thank you so much for your generosity. You help to make the show work and create awesome content. Our subscribers on YouTube and on Twitch, thank you so much. Without the generosity of you guys, well, that's how the show works. Yeah. And also to all our followers. And if you like the show, please share it with others. There's lots of ways that you can support our show that don't involve money, sharing with people, giving likes, subscribes, all that kind of stuff.
Yay.
Just sharing
Now-
it, type in comments.
The other way that the show works is through our sponsors. And we have a new sponsor today.
Yo.
We have a sponsor called Bespoke Boutique.
Bestoke upon me.
Put their information up on
I
the thing.
think it's bespoke.
Bespoke, what did I say? Bespoke, sorry. Bespoke Boutique.
Bespoke.
So
Someone
they are a
hasn't
brand
bespoken properly.
new startup company that does custom creations for the D&D world. So if you go to the Facebook and type in Bespoke Boutique NZ, you'll see that they have a whole bunch of character journals and a whole bunch of stuff. And wait a second, they have sent us exemplars.
Hardcover. Hardcover.
Oopsie, wrong person.
Yo, sorry.
It's got my name on it.
Oh my God. It's got my face.
Oh my goodness.
I am woke with bespoke.
Open it up the first couple pages. You'll see that there's character information.
No way. I almost don't want to let it go.
Oh my goodness.
Holy
Look at it.
Oh.
And they're color coded, right?
Holy smokes, bespoke.
Yeah. Oh.
If you turn one page back,
Are you
way.
what color?
No way. What did you get?
Yours is, they're all orange. They're all orange. Yeah, never mind.
Yes.
No
Cool.
way.
Oh, now I'm like,
Yeah, they're both cool. Hey, so
Oh,
what
thank
these
you
guys
so
do,
much.
they have
gonna
a whole
pop
bunch
that.
of really beautiful designs that you can order directly from them, and they can also do, like these examples, custom-made ones specifically for you.
wow. Look at
Wait.
that.
But wait.
Oh, come on!
I don't know whose is whose. One of these is mine, and one of these are
Let's see if we pick the right one.
These scrolls are actually Aha, I did get. Oh, I got Tnemrot's.
I got Sully. I'm
I
Sully
got-
now.
These are
I got
actually.
Ha-Kapella.
I'm Lona.
These scrolls are
Big bad boy. Big good
dice
boy.
scrolls.
No
Okay,
way!
guys, and-
Guys, look, you get to put your dices in there?
Joking me?
I'm not joking.
And there's like a spear like carry thing.
Thing.
No
yeah.
way.
So next month we'll show you when they
am
well
so-
next time not next
Ha-Kapella.
month, next time we feature these guys
Sully.
we'll show you how to use that to connect. Anyway, so these guys are our sponsor. Please, they're a brand new company. We'd really appreciate you heading over to them.
This is so
Bespoke
cool.
Boutique, giving them your patronage.
Come on,
What
team.
on earth? How is it? That's amazing.
We've made
Okay,
it.
okay.
Can you take an hour just to admire this for a bit?
Yeah. I'm gonna sleep with this. I
All right, okay. Shall we move into the episode?
Bliss.
It's fun.
Thank you, Miss Jake.
Thank you, Bespoke.
You.
I think it's time
Absolutely.
for us to roll the
Titles!
We're gonna put their link up
dope that
again
is.
in
That
a
is
moment
so dope.
when we come back.
Oh,
All right, hey, sorry I got distracted
I'm
by
beautiful.
seeing someone's message in chat. Someone was asking if we could put their link up again.
Oh,
So
yeah.
Jason is doing that now. In the meantime,
Amazing.
last episode, if you missed last episode, it was an incredible episode.
oh, it was wild.
So, but Ronnie has
Yeah.
the honor
Yes.
of giving us a recap. Are we ready, Ronnie?
I think so. Yep. Yep.
Hold this one.
Hang on. Declan, are you ready for the music? 3, 2, 1, go.
Our adventure begins. We find at our town guards, I went from 4 to now 2. Nimrod's been kidnapped. Sully awakens from his entombed space where Nimrod locked him in, but he's still alive. He's all good. Barely hanging on to life, but then here we are in the room in the presence of Queen Aleto. Queen Aleto introduces us to the team that's in the room, Azamat. We've also got Prince Artil. Prince Artil introduces us to Shield, who is a shadow guard, who apparently has to guide us through our next mission. The next mission being, we need to gather more information. Without engaging with the enemy, we got to gather information. We hop onto a boat. Donnie casts like an invisibility cloak around us. We sail across safely. We get there, but it's heavily guarded by a whole bunch of guards. But we get past them. We may have killed a few of them when anyway, we go through. Where we get there, we see all of our enemies before us, including Mortine. Fireball goes through, smashes everybody, obliterates 98% of the people there. It was an easy mission, is it? No, it isn't, because it's not over. We get there, see Nimrod all tied up, release Nimrod, we fire another one to the queen. Now then Sully jumps in and kills Mortine somehow, and rolls the best roll ever. It was double 20s.
Right. Honestly, that was spectacular. That
getting
was
better
good,
every
mate.
time.
That was real good.
Great.
That was real good.
It was an awesome roll.
Oh, well,
Excellent. Thank you so much. That was a great recap.
I think we got. Oh, and we now got the bad queen with us. She's
bad
not a
queen, question mark.
Yes.
You got the bad queen with you,
Priestess.
but you also there was a loss that happened.
Oh,
Yeah.
rest
lost Donnie.
in peace.
Donnie
Exploded.
exploded.
Went into flowers though. That was
Yeah,
pretty.
Yeah, I know.
Damn.
He saw his brother
Yeah.
Because his brother went down.
down.
Yikes.
Oh. And then we found out why you were scared of fire.
Because Daddy was
That
a
was very
sorcerer,
good.
you called it.
Yeah.
Know it.
Martin already worked it out.
Know it.
I was like, oh.
So we go back. Wait. Our heroes have grabbed Tnemrot, have grabbed this
Sorceress.
enchantress, whatever she is, and have run down the hill because Ha-Kapella told them.
There is up north, there are the northern dwarf mines nearby a little town and that Ha-Kapella is familiar with. And she has hung out there in her past. So, yeah, she's. Bless you. Oh, that's too much.
Bless you. It's the mind.
no more.
It's the dust in the mind.
Bless you for the first two, but then the third one, but yes, Ha-Kapella, remember this place, and she knows a place that could be potentially safe. It's a bit risky, but potentially safe, and they can hide.
And so you've sprinted off down the hill. And that's where we left off.
Yes.
In my haste, I said, in my confusion at all the enemies being destroyed, I said that, okay, you guys are at the mines. Boy, was I lying. All right?
We're not out
You
of this
are
yet.
just rushing down the hill. But that's not where we start. We actually start earlier in the day. At the crack of dawn, we go back in time. Tnemrot.
Oh.
Yes.
We go back in time. Tnemrot, you had just taken the hand of this misty figure.
Yes.
This mist and shadow had gone up your arm, engulfing you, and you had vanished into shadow and mist.
Ooh, that's a great exit, isn't it? That's
Stylish.
sexy.
And then a brief moment of absolute cold and darkness, and then you slowly come back into the light of the new morning.
Oh.
And you find yourself sitting, well, actually standing, holding the hand of a woman on a wood-slatted, wide tent. It's a strange tent in that it has wood slats, and below you there are some markings etched in a circle below you. The woman in front of you has robes on. We need some ominous music. You recognize her voice, although you've never met her before. Around the tent, there are some guards, bald-headed guards. She stands, she lets go of your hand and says, "Finally, you are home, Angel of Doom."
Are you talking to me?
I'm talking to you
Why do you keep calling me that?
because it is foretold. It is your destiny that you will help us destroy our enemies.
You're the mist?
I am the mist.
I don't understand what you mean by home.
You need to know something about your heritage, your lineage. You were not destined to grow up in some weak temple to Medora. Your destiny is far greater than that. Chairs, please. 2 chairs are brought, one for you and one for her, facing you. And she says, a table, some food and drink, and some very ornately carved silver goblets are placed, and some water and some food are placed in front of you.
I'm not hungry.
Let me tell you what your true destiny is, and why you are here, and why you were even born. Your birth was not the birth of normal people. Your birth was planned. First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Zaraka. Zaraka. So if you imagine Z-A-R-A, a G-H, which is Ga, Zaraka.
Pharyngeal.
Ga.
Zara.
Yes.
A voiced. Yes.
And I am the high priestess of the Zakron cult.
Oh, great.
And we, both you and I, live to serve Tila. We're going to take a small lore dump intermission here,
Tila.
if you don't mind. Small lore dump intermission. Jason, if you can put up the Gods of Aratai slide. You don't have it yet? Okay.
I got this.
That's all right. So, the gods of Aratai are 9, called the Circle or the Great Ones. When the world was still fresh from its creation, and powers of nature were still primordial and raw and wild, 9 people found that they could harness some of these primordial powers of matter, of light and darkness. And as they did so, they found that others worshipped them and asked for their blessings and asked for them to give some gifts to them. And these 9 found that over millennia that they were able to use those kind of prayers and blessings kind of amplified their own power, which they were able to then bestow upon their followers in a growing cycle. And the 9 of them gravitated to 9 aspects of the creation that harmonized with them. Oldest of all of them, Medora, goddess of life, of plants, of animals, and people. Then there was Muketi. Sorry, Muketi, now that I'm seeing it properly, thank you. God of sun and light. There's Koshasha, god of the earth, who married Medora. And forever the earth and life have been one. There is Nefasi, the tempestuous goddess of the sea and storm.
Ooh.
Calm one moment, raging the next. There is Turaneti, who found that throughout creation, conflict was a driving force, and later was known as the god of war, Turaneti. Kifo, who is Medora's sister, was the calmest of them and is known as the goddess of death. And then there's Tila, who we've heard before. Tila, the god of night and shadow and the trickery that comes with it, the deception and lies that come with the dark and shadow. The youngest of all of them, and also the longest name, Sibi Yalishi,
CB?
god of knowledge. And finally, Libi, the third of the divine sisters, the youngest of the sisters of Medora and Kifo, is the goddess of love. Because it was found that in all of creation, attraction has a power. So, having done that lore dump, let us go back to our conversation, if you don't mind. So when she says that she is the high priestess of the Zakron cult,
Yes.
and that you and she, from their beginning, are destined to worship Tila, the god of darkness and deception.
That's impossible. I don't know if I couldn't. I don't know how to lie.
It is in you. The darkness is in you. Is it not?
Well, who made me?
Your birth was prophesized. It was told that the angel of doom would come at the price of 100 slaves. 100 slaves given the opportunity to die or to have 5 years of luxury and then to give birth to a child. 100 slaves accepted that offer of 5 years of luxury and to bear a child. knowing that only one of them would survive, and that child, born out of such death, was the angel of doom. That child is you.
What? Well, I thank you, firstly, for telling me. I am pleased that we've had this conversation. But I'm not hungry, and no one else is here. And I think I'm okay. I think I'm fine with.
I shouldn't be laughing. Sorry. I'm trying to hold a straight face.
I think I am okay with worshipping Medora. You know, I've already done it. I know a lot about her, and I think I'll just go. And then Tnemrot gets up. She just starts to walk towards the exit.
And the guards converge on you. They lower their spears.
Hi, Tnemrot. Nice to meet you.
And with that, let's go back to our present. No, that'd be great. Okay, so the Ha-Kapella,
Yes.
Lona,
Yes.
Sully. You have and Shield.
Oh, yes. And Shield is here.
And Shield. You're running down the hills. Yeah? Running down the hill. Shield says to you, we still don't have the information. Hand me one of the scent packs. I will gather the information. You flee.
Ha-Kapella takes out hers and just chucks it towards Shield.
And then he, master of stealth, rolls into a shadow and a bush and stays still as you guys run on down the hill.
Oh my gosh. Where'd he go?
He's really good at that.
We need some action-y music.
Oh, here we go.
All right.
All right.
Which direction is the caves?
We keep just going this way. We'll get there soon. We'll just look for some paths. I think there's a sign towards the town is Kizik. Yeah. We're going to Kizik.
All right.
Okay.
You right there, Sully?
Kizik is 45 minutes away. The dogs
Whale.
start rushing towards you. What's your plan?
Oh, there's dogs already.
The dogs are rushing towards you. Perception rolls, everyone.
Ooh.
15.
4.
8.
Ooh, we're not doing so well.
6. Make a 6. Yep.
Here we
Okay,
go.
Ha-Kapella, you're the only one.
Karma.
The dogs are converging. Their dogs are mostly from behind you. From what your estimate is that they will probably catch up to you within a minute. There are also the sounds of voices converging from both your left and right side.
Oh dear.
What else is in my immediate surrounding? Like, what's around us? Like, there's no buildings at this
Okay,
point.
at the moment you're going down the hill, so you're right,
Yeah.
you're in the Dwarven settlement area.
Yeah.
Down below you, there's another road, and then the houses start on the other side. On the main side of the road, there's a large inn, a large tavern that is used. Travelers use it a lot. And there's some shops and that kind of thing.
Any animals, any horses around?
Horses?
Something that can help us move fast?
Okay, you don't see any horses, but everyone that knows anything about taverns.
They will always have a stable.
Yeah, Sully kind of points his head. There could be in there.
Yes, there's a tavern up ahead. Let's go, let's go, let's go. They will be onto our butts in about a minute. Oh. We're holding the priestess.
Yep.
Okay, Lona, you doing anything in particular?
No, Lona just wants to see if we can get onto a beast of some sort and then get further away from the dogs.
Okay, Ha-Kapella and Lona, you're carrying.
Yeah. The mistress.
Priestess.
Sorcerers.
Yeah, whose name we now know as Zaraga.
Zaraga.
Sully, what are you doing?
Sully's just carrying Tnemrot and just all right. His mind's kind of, there's so many things he could think about right now, but to keep going, he's keeping his mind vacant.
Excellent.
But he takes a deep breath in and lets oxygen flood his muscles, and he regains 6 hit points as he uses.
Oh snap! I should have done that.
You're rushing through as you're running towards the tavern. You hear some bows fire
What do I have?
from the distance. 2 come for each of you. Ha-Kapella,
Yes.
natural 20.
Oi.
You're struck in the
What?
back.
Oh God.
Lona,
Yo.
20. You're hitting the. And Sully, 12.
Against armor class, is it?
What's your armor class?
Yeah, that misses.
Yeah.
Ha-Kapella, you're gonna go down. You guys aren't on a lot of hit points. I got a terrible roll. I only got a 6.
All right. I'm
still
still
up?
up. I'm still up. I'm still up. 1.
Have we still got ointment? Oh, sorry, I'm not.
Lona, 4.
4, yes.
You still up?
I'm still up. Yep.
Yeah, you weren't hurt last time.
And Ha-Kapella starts
Right.
like being a little bit sloppy with her, like running.
Yeah. And then Lorna just grabs onto the back of her and just like supports her as we're carrying Zadaga.
You three, you notice something as you're going into the darkness, leaving the bonfire
nighttime.
behind you into the darkness, running with your arms in front of you. Ha-Kapella, you notice that your left arm has this kind of glowing iridescence.
Ooh.
A kind of rainbowing, shimmering. Lona, you also notice it on you,
Ha-Kapella
and
thinks, oh my
so
God, I'm
do
dying.
you.
I'm dying.
And they are the same beautiful colors
It's Donnie.
as Donnie's explosion of arcane sorcery. Do you remember, Ha-Kapella? I said it washed through you.
Yes, it did.
You are now your whole arm has this glowing pearlescence to it. To much of a lesser degree on you, Lona,
Oh.
and somewhere in the middle for you, Sully.
Okay.
Oh, damn.
Oh, good
And for
grief.
our game point, from a game point of view, you can tell that these forces of arcane chaos are easily within reach. That you could bend the fortunes of chance,
Chance.
if you wanted to. Okay, anyway.
No.
All right.
Athletics roll. Athletics roll, everyone, as you running down a hill in the darkness, carrying Tnemrot.
Yeah. So
You all have an extra. Your inspiration is back for the session.
refresh.
Nice.
Great.
So I can use my inspiration on this?
Sorry,
You can use your
11.
inspiration.
Yes, please. Okay, using inspiration.
11.
Good enough.
11.
10 plus, what was
Your
it?
strength.
Strength. Minus 1, 9.
Was that with inspiration?
With inspiration, yes.
So roll it again then.
No, I already have. That was.
Oh, that's the-
yeah,
That was
that
the
was
better
your-
one?
yeah, that was the better
Okay,
one.
you're running down the hill in the darkness. Ha-Kapella.
Yes.
I'm sorry, Lona's foot stumbles. He
Ah.
stumbles as you're going past part of the dwarven settlement, and he falls behind. You're strong enough that you can hold this woman, Zaraga. You're able to hold her by yourself. Yeah.
Yeah.
The dogs are closing in. They're probably only 30 seconds behind. Tnemrot, I want you to make a Constitution saving throw to see if you become conscious.
1.
No, you do not.
Is it possible as Ha-Kapella is running to sloppily like try and do a stinking cloud behind her to kind of lose the?
You won't be able to do double run.
Stinking clown.
First of all,
Yes.
it's a cool spell. First of all, the next lot of arrows come.
Oh.
But they are at
Oh, no.
disadvantage this time because last time they had taken their turn aiming at you and you had more light on you. This time you're further into the darkness, they have disadvantage. 2 shots for you, Ha-Kapella. The first one gets a 5. And the second one
Miss.
gets a 13. What's your
Miss.
armor class?
15.
Oh! Lona.
Yes.
Natural 1
Yes.
and a 10.
Ah, miss. Yes.
Sully,
Oh.
10 and a 17.
Miss.
Ah!
The arrow, it's pretty well aimed, but it just goes dink off a piece of plate on Tyran's armor.
Your armor class is amazing.
Yeah, and he just keeps like trundling along with Tnemrot. He's like, Lona, up you get.
We're not.
You'll have one more round before you get to the
Okay. Yeah, I'm still gonna dash, but as a bonus action, use my healing word with my last Oh no, that's already my 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 second level spell. So just as a level 1 spell.
Yeah.
D4. 2 plus 3, 5. All right.
Who are you giving that to?
Me. I'm gonna say heal Ha-Kapella.
Ha-Kapella. You've reached the road. Just like before, there are candles and lanterns in the houses in front of you. You next turn you will be able to enter the inn, the tavern area where the horses go into the stables. All right, that's good. Lona.
Yes.
What you doing, buddy?
I'm getting up. I listen to Sully. I'm like, yeah, I'm just, I'm gonna, head towards. We're following close behind Ha-Kapella.
Okay, thanks. Same.
Yep.
Okay, everyone, athletics roll.
Please be good. Please be good. Natural 20.
Oh,
Nice.
Ronnie.
14.
11. Great.
Yummy.
Nimrod, I'm sorry, you're still
Yeah,
unconscious.
that's fine.
The dogs are running towards you, but you guys are actually doing pretty well as you reach the stables. So if you imagine the building's a U shape, okay? With one part of the U, the fat side, a fatter side, which has the tavern. Then there's a wall, and then there's the stables, the other side. And then there's a courtyard area that you can enter. So I'm assuming you
Gonna go.
run into there.
I smell horses.
You smell horses? All right.
Whoa. Yep.
Yep, we went straight through, heading towards the beast.
Ha-Kapella, looks for any signs of a stable.
Okay, great. You reach the stables. There are lots of horses. It's
thank
full of horses. It's full of horses. They are using this place. Their soldiers of Ghoulm are using this place.
Well, we're gonna steal their horse. I'm gonna steal a horse.
Yeah.
I'm gonna yeet the priestess onto a
Saraga,
horse.
yep.
Zaraga.
Yep. Just the closest one to the exit. Sully's putting Tnemrot on first, and then he can sit behind her and grab the reins and get ready to get the two of us out of here.
Yep.
Okay, as you jump on, as you're getting on, the horses come and rush in.
The horse?
So, dogs.
Dogs. Just as okay, can Lona like slap a whole bunch of horses in the back to kind of like
Yeah, let's do this properly. Dogs first.
Yep.
The dogs rush in. Okay, we're just gonna use theater of the mind if you don't mind.
Okay.
Let's go.
Okay, so imagine, Sully, you've put Tnemrot on the horse, right? So she's kind of stapled across, well, not stapled but she's a staple shape across the horse, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yes.
I do.
Next horse, Ha-Kapella and Lona, you've done the same thing.
Yes.
Now, 4 dogs run in and try to grab at you. One nips at Sully. 16.
Not good enough.
Aye.
The second one on
clamps down on one of his greaves and he just kicks it off.
12.
And this one bites his toe and he's like, "Get off, mongrel!"
They're like Rottweilers.
Oh, big mongrel.
Sorry.
Ha-Kapella, you're the next one.
Yeah.
One comes for you and terrible rolls. Why am I getting these bad rolls? 8.
Miss! Ha-Kapella has already jumped, so it kind of makes it misses. It's like,
Runs underneath you.
You ready for this, baby? You ready for this, amigo? Natural 1.
misses Lona completely.
Lona just sees the dog and he's just trying to bite and I'm like, yeah. Sorry.
Really?
Ha-Kapella, yes, puts the thing on, puts the lady on. She jumps onto the horse and be selfish, and she's gonna, because she's still feeling a bit dizzy, so she's like, heal, Ha-Kapella, heal. 4, 3, 7.
Nice.
Good
Very
stuff.
good.
Okay, here we go.
Lona. Okay, you're on the horse.
Yep, I'm on the horse.
They are not saddled. Okay. Right? You don't have saddles on a horse in a stable.
That's fine.
Okay.
Sweet.
Lona.
Lona decides to grab something like kind of like a little whip or even just the reins and starts whipping at the backsides of all the horses that are there to let them run forth and hopefully stampede whoever's might be coming through.
Nice.
So he's
Okay. Okay, we'll make an animal handling roll for that.
Oh, come on, handling. 18.
Yeah.
And some stuff on.
And
buddy.
some stuff.
And wisdom is 220, dirty 20.
Very effective. The horses rear up,
Nice.
start kicking and bolting, but that means you're not on a horse. You're stuck.
Yep.
Sully,
Nice. Yep. Sully jumps onto the back of his horse, and he's getting ready to ride this thing out. Yeah.
Okay, great.
He figures that they can outrun the dogs as soon as they're riding.
Nice.
You have a commanding officer's horse.
Oh!
The first horse in the stable, first one to get out
Yes.
is the officer's horse.
Yeah.
It is a war horse.
Whoa.
It is definitely,
Whoa,
it's
okay.
a big Clydesdale.
Yes.
All right. So you will not need to make you won't need to make as many animal handling rolls in combat.
Okay.
Because this animal is used to combat.
Nice.
You're the guy, sorry.
This horse is in dog
Got the
shy.
sidekicks.
All right.
Voices. You guys hear voices. Dogs. So there's the 4 dogs. The natural one of the dog that attacked you, Lona.
Yeah.
You kick it and it starts scrapping with the dog next that attacked Ha-Kapella.
Oh.
So they kind of go, "Rah!" So they're out.
Okay.
But the 2 that are on you, Sully, both jump up and try to bite you.
Nice.
First one. 19.
Oh, good enough.
Oh dear. Do we need to heal you?
It does 4.
Oh, yeah. It gets a good bite on my hammy.
The next one's terrible, 7.
Yeah, in that one, he sees the bite coming, and so he knows the thing to do is actually go into the bite, and he just rams his knee down into its jaw to stop it from biting down on him. And he's like, get out!
Okay, so those are the 4 dogs, and you hear voices. They're definitely voices coming from behind.
Yes. Ha-Kapella does like, yeah, and in her mind, she's thinking, she says, follow me, because she's about to go to a place that she has explored when she was younger. It was it's an entrance, an unknown entrance to the underground dwarf mines that have been abandoned. So she's found before a grate. She remembers, as a child, she was just, in Kizik, walking around. She was doing her folk hero stuff, saving the town from moth infestations. And and one day she found a grate that leads, as she picked it up, as loose, and she climbs in. She remembers climbing in, and she was in the place where her parents told her never to go, which is the underground abandoned mines of the northern.
The elephant grave.
Yeah. So she's been in there, but she hasn't explored further. But she knows it as a safe place. So she says, "Follow me!" And she takes the lead.
As you come out, you pass Sully, right? Because you're on horse number 2. Pass Sully into the courtyard. There are a line of soldiers that are lined up, ready for you. Okay, Lona, and so but you go come towards them.
Oh yes, and as a bonus action, I go, "Follow me, Sully, heal!" Good. 3 plus 3, 6.
Oh!
Sully, hail!
Lona,
Lona hops onto a horse. Yeah! And he follows. He tries to stay within like the stampeding horses, trying to eye out where Ha-Kapella was heading. And I think Lona, like, if he can he see the guards standing out there?
Yes.
He's just gonna fire some firebolts out there just to create some distraction. Slash hopefully 14 plus 6, dirty 20.
excellent. And I also want you to make an animal handling roll because the horse that you're on
Yep.
suddenly has fire go past its face.
It's all right. Come on, baby. Give it to me. Oh, 7
Plus 2.
plus 2, 9.
Okay, your horse shies away and rears up. We'll deal with what happens with that later. Okay. So you guys, the horses had stampeded out in front. Ha-Kapella, you've joined them. Lona, you're behind them. Sully.
Yep, riding out. He's making sure that Tnemrot's nice and secure. He's like, getting out of here, don't worry.
And you run out and you join them as well.
Yep.
There is a line of 6 soldiers that are in front of you. The horses are rampaging towards them with Ha-Kapella, then Lona, then Sully.
Yeah.
3 of them loose arrows. Ha-Kapella, you're at the front.
Yes.
So they all come for you.
Oh!
All 6 of them?
3 arrows, and the other 3 lower spears and go, ah!
Oh, 6 arrows? Jesus.
Number 1, terrible roll.
Woo! Ha-Kapella goes, yeet! Swings to the side.
13.
Miss, so she goes the other way.
14.
And she ducks. And she pops out and she goes,
The horses, I should
Love that.
I'll do the horses after. I'll do the horses now. They've shot their 3 arrows. The other 3 have set their spears, which means they will have advantage on their attack.
Nice.
The horses rip through them. 2 of them are taken out.
Yeah.
There are only 4 of them.
You guys are great, yeah.
So this will indicate 1, 2, 3 are the archers, 4, 5, 6 are the spears.
Okay, nice.
3, an archer and a spear person.
Nice.
Okay,
So there's 2 of each left.
2 of each of them, and as you pass, they will be able to attack at advantage. Ha-Kapella, you're up first.
Ha-Kapella, she tries to run past one of the soldiers,
soldiers.
And tries to use her Turan's battle axe to kind of do like a what's it called? You know, the sport?
Polo?
Yeah,
Polo.
yeah, with the horse and the polo.
Okay, attack.
yeah.
Make your thing. They get to attack you as well.
10 plus 3, 13.
Hey, are you sure?
You get much more than a +3.
Oh yeah, plus 5. Nice. Oh no, plus 6 because proficiency on top.
Nice.
So that's 16.
That's much better, and that's a
Oh,
hit.
alright.
Definitely
1d8 because one-handed.
Oh my goodness.
D8, 3 plus 3, 6.
Gone.
Yeah.
Yes, nice.
What's with my bad rolls? I rolled. He has advantage. He's set his spear against you, right?
Yeah.
I rolled a 3 and a 6,
Oh.
And Ha-Kapella just spits on their face.
and you are in the road.
Yeah, let's go.
Lona firebolts, and he wants to use one of his sorcery points that is remaining to split it into 2 and hit 2 at one
I
time.
love it when you do that.
So
buddy.
2. With an 8 plus 6 is 14.
You hit.
Yeah.
That.
14, and so damage was
2d10.
2d10. So
There you go.
You going for a spear person or a arrow person?
if I'm splitting it, can I go
yeah,
one of
you
each?
go one of each. So what's this one for?
Go for spear first.
Okay, spear.
7.
7.
Yo.
That's still up. Just barely.
And then second one.
Yep.
You rolled that, buddy.
6 plus 6,
Not good
12.
enough, not good enough. Now you need to make. Should we say strength or dexterity? Let's go for dexterity. You have to make a dexterity saving throw to stay on your horse because your horse is freaking out.
Dexterity. Come on, give it to me. 7 plus dexterity, 2, 9.
You fall off your horse. Sully, just in front of you,
Yeah.
Lona, throwing fire, has just completely spooked his horse.
Yeah.
No saddle, right?
Yeah.
No stirrups,
Oh no.
and he just slides off the back onto the ground. You're up.
Sully is he lowers his spear and then he starts darting towards one of the first spear guy that Lona struck at. He's just gonna try and stab at him.
Okay.
Because I'm on the back of a horse, I have an advantage on my attack because I like horses. That is 21. So against Mr. Spear, I am doing +3 +2, 7 damage.
He's gone now.
And then do a little like rear upwards and then kind of like swivel around and then come back down on the other spear dude with my extra attack.
Nice.
Again, I'm on horseback. A natural 20.
Now, I had also said that they had set their spears.
True.
The first one that Lona hit, I'm going to say doesn't get advantage.
Okay.
Just normal because it got hurt.
Sure.
Rolls a miserable 13.
That's a miss.
And then the one that you just hit with a nat 20 got advantage and gets a 19.
That's a hit.
3.
Oh. Ow.
You still up?
Yeah.
Man, you guys are so hurt.
Yep.
Yeah,
so
we
that goes
are.
up 12, so that goes down to oh no. How much was it? Sorry, 3.
3.
Yeah, thank you. The 20, it is 5 plus 5 is 10.
all three of the spear people are down. One of the arrow people is down. There's only two left. They run.
Oh, thank God.
They horses have just passed them,
yeah.
and they flee into the darkness.
Okay. Okay.
You're riding Ha-Kapella. Ha-Kapella, what you doing?
She looks at the back to see if everyone is following, and she sees Lona on the ground, and like, and
Clambers up.
she slows down a little bit, and she puts out she gets her whip and just to Lona.
He's way back. You've got a whole turn ahead of him.
Never
You're
mind, then you're on your own.
You're like 60
I just-
feet ahead.
I just
try.
slow down a little bit and go, come on, get on up.
Perception roll, please.
No, dirty 20.
Cool. You have there are a zillion soldiers running down the road towards you. In 2 turns, they will be here.
Oh, behind me or in front of me?
Okay, so you've run downhill northward towards the north, yeah? Mm-hmm. And you hit the road, and there was the stables. Mm-hmm. Or the inn. You went in there, and now you've come out, and you're heading north again, right? So they're coming from the south, and they're running towards you. Yeah?
Right.
They're running down the hill as well, towards you, and there's just a zillion of them.
All right.
So that's your turn. Lona!
Lona is frantically now looking around, and with all the stampeding horses, he's gonna try and actually grab onto one of them and just mount one of them.
There's only one horse left.
So I'm rolling. Luna's going, come on, baby!
It's the one! Natural 20.
Oh, he thanks the gods for that one.
Which one?
Which one? We learned 9 of them now.
I'm gonna go for it.
Love goddess.
The love
God, that's Tila.
Thank you, Libby.
Libby.
Thank you, Libby.
Not Tila.
Oh my gosh, that was
You want
beautiful.
to please describe it?
Lona just with one, he just sees his horse galloping towards him, and in slow motion, he just grabs onto the mane and then just lifts himself up and then mounts it.
And then Sully's like, this way! And then he's riding back.
Turns around. Sorry. And yep, he is away now, and he's just.
And you guys are gone.
Yes. Like
There
a
is
shot.
one last volley of arrows towards you.
Oh my word.
14.
Miss! Ha-Kapella ducks again. She felt like the back of the hairs on the back of her neck like stood up, and she's like, ugh.
19. Oh, are you gonna be dead now?
But you're very well mounted on the horse.
Secure.
Yeah.
Oh, what the? One.
It's like
Fortune,
that.
why is Fortune favoring him so much?
We're gonna get out of here. What's that voice?
Well, out of here.
Yeah.
Oh, we're going Aisha.
9 for Sully.
Miss. Yeah, it just flies wide.
And you pelt down the road.
Nice.
And let us turn back the clock. Ominous.
Hello.
You're surrounded by spears. It's the morning.
Oh.
She says, there's nowhere to go. This is your new home.
Don't touch that.
Oh, sorry. What do you want me to do?
There is some knowledge, of course, that you will need to absorb. But mostly, we need to awaken the true you.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm a good person.
She beckons with her hands, and the guards all jump on you.
Oh.
You doing anything?
Sacred flame. I touch yeah. If it comes towards me, I'm gonna sacred flame.
Well, you're surrounded by a Woli Badiam. I don't know if that's going to work in this context. Maybe, because this is a different tent.
Okay.
Let's. Where are my other guards? Okay. Who you sacred flaming?
The priestess.
Ooh.
Oh.
Okay. I remembered. Look what I rolled.
What is it?
I rolled a 16.
Ooh.
That's fine.
So she sees this divine light come forth, and she just kind of does something, and the darkness in her hand just negates the light. All four of them. Terrible. 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 16.
Yeah, I'm 16.
One of them grabs you and grapples you. The other three just cannot get a hold on you.
Oh.
You are now grappled.
Okay. I was just kidding. I'm not gonna go anywhere. Just testing you guys. Okay, I'll do what you want as long as you don't harm my friends, okay?
You have to consider your friends dead. They're gone.
You told me that they would. You told me that they would live.
They are alive. Dead to you. Dead to your life. You have a new life now. A life of unimaginable power.
I don't want it. I just want to go back.
We can't always have those things that we wish for, child.
As she's doing this, she's just trying to get out of her restraints. She tries to reach towards the knife in her pocket
Okay.
with her fingers.
As you're doing this, the guard is holding on to your arms.
Right, okay.
So you're trying to manipulate. The other four have grabbed you as well.
Oh!
And you are well and truly.
Okay, do you know what I do? I try and use my horns to just stab him in the eye.
Love it. Okay.
Oh, twig! Just fell out of the
That was good.
Okay. Roll any dice. Odds is a 1 and evens is a 2.
No, it's a 1.
Times 2. It's a critical though, so I'm going to say the horn gets him.
And I pull out his whole eyeball.
Are you
Right.
sure you're a good person?
The rating of our show just went. And he lets go, but there's still 3 of them on you.
Anyway.
And she says, open her mouth and grabs
God.
a glass and I start opening, wrenching your jaw down.
Oh, what?
Truby, why aren't you acting sad with me?
She grabs
I'm
a
the one of the
glass,
guys that's
the
watching.
silver glass, heavily etched,
Oh.
and pours liquid into your mouth.
What is it?
It tastes foul. and they clamp your mouth shut and hold your nose.
Tnemrot swallows.
And dizziness, over the next few seconds, a dizziness falls on you. And your body goes weak. And the next thing you notice, I'll tell you later.
Oh.
Okay, you 3 are riding. I'd like all of you to make perception rolls, please.
Dirty 20.
14.
8.
16.
Okay. To refresh your memory, when you grabbed Tnemrot, it was, let us just revise that scene for our audience. Lona went in there, right? The bonds that had been holding her up were destroyed. And you picked her up and carried her away. She was covered in blood. Yes?
Yes.
You didn't pick her up.
Sully.
No, Sully did.
Sully did, okay?
But you let her go.
Yeah.
But you didn't do anything else in that tent. You grabbed her and you left straight away.
Yep.
Yes.
She is not wearing her armor. She does not have her mace. She does not have the prayer book that Brother Archon gave her. She does not have her holy symbol. She is not wearing the necklace. Zaraga is wearing her necklace.
Ha-Kapella sees it. And as she's like, this doesn't belong to you. And she tries to pull it off and stuff it into her pocket.
It's going to be a little bit difficult riding at the same time. It's got a clasp. It's not a cheap piece of jewelry.
It doesn't go like, it's not big enough to go over her neck.
Sure, why not?
Yeah, like,
And you put it in and you ride on.
yeah.
You got a good roll for your perception of Lona, didn't you? What'd you get?
16.
16, okay. The streets are lit, but they're pretty quiet. It seems like most of the soldiers had gone to the south.
Yeah.
Now you're heading north, and you can see that, so the landscape here, on this side, the northern peninsula of Artai, is more hilly than the southern side. So you're heading mostly downhill, but there is a rise to the eastern side, to your right, yeah? The road right in front of you, as you come around a corner, you can see that there are some guards that have set up a checkpoint. At the road, where the buildings finish and it becomes rural agricultural land. Sully, it's pretty dark. That's all. Okay, what's the plan, guys?
How
Tnemrot's not
far away? How far away is this great that
45 minutes, we
Yeah,
said.
so
You guys
45
have
minutes.
been going for. The horses will make it fast, but you're probably you got another 40-minute ride.
We got some guards up ahead.
Oh yeah, I see him. All right. Well, what's at the checkpoint?
Okay, your perceptions are pretty good. They've got lanterns on suspended at the checkpoint. There are some makeshift like guard area, and there are 4 guards who, upon hearing the of your horses, have stood up and seem to be peering at you. They are backlit, silhouetted.
There are 4 guards ahead of us. All right. How are you feeling, Sully? How's your hit points?
I've been better, been worse.
Yeah. So are you good, or do you want some extra help?
Sully goes, yeah, and he starts zooming towards the guards.
Oh, all right, cool. Well, in that case, hey Lona, well done getting on that horse back there. You're doing great. Wee, 1d8 for you. Bardic inspiration.
Thank you.
Dun, 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 dun.
Okay, tell me the order.
I guess.
Are they on the ground?
No, they stood up. They stood up, and they're as in lying on the ground, or what do you mean?
No. Are they looking at us from like?
No. Yeah, they're just on the ground. They're on the road. They're in the middle of the road, silhouetted, looking out at you.
Okay, great. As soon as one of them's in throwing range, Sully's gonna have his spirit.
Okay, so you're first. Second,
Me.
Lona at the rear.
Yep.
Okay, Sully, you're racing toward them as soon as you're in throwing range. Okay. Now let's see. You know there before they know you, but they also know you there, so no one has a surprise round. So it's normal initiative. Okay, Raylene, go.
Ha-Kapella gets out Turan's battle axe, and she shouts, it's like, we have your priestess, so don't, well, she's not really good at this. We have your priestess, don't touch us. She kind of threatens it.
I see, okay, yeah.
Priestess right here.
Yeah, I love it. Okay, cool. Yeah, cool, great, thanks. Lona, and then otherwise you're riding.
Yeah.
Okay,
Hopefully
Lona.
they just-
Yeah, Lona's following close behind. The minute he gets a chance, he's gonna firebolt 2 of them.
Great, I love that. I hope your horse doesn't spook again.
Me too.
Okay, so you're at range.
Yeah. Oh, you're in range? Yeah.
It's 120 feet for firebolt. and spear isn't that.
Do they have
heavy.
huts? Did you say they were in like a guardhouse?
No, there were some makeshift barriers that they
Barriers.
set up.
Sweet.
But they're just standing in the middle of the road facing you.
Nice. Okay, sweet. Lona's just gonna firebolt straight up, except he's not gonna split it. He's just gonna firebolt for
Hit one of them.
for one of them.
Okay,
yes.
roll.
8 plus 6 is 14.
Yes, you hit.
Nice.
Sweet. Is it this one? That's right.
Yep.
Oh, 13.
Completely annihilated. Send backwards, and you can see all of the heads turn to the empty gap where their friend is, and they whip their heads around to you.
As,
Sully.
I close in, and as they look back at me, great. It is a not so good. 9.
Terrible roll. Goes past. Okay, they they do what the other guys did. They set their spears, get their shields out. 2 of them do that. A third one stands behind and gets the horn and goes.
Oh no.
And they just have their spears set so that when the first person goes past, they can make an attack at advantage. And that will be this next turn. Raylene, you're up.
How close
You will be able to pass them this round.
All right. As I'm passing, I'm just gonna do another horse polo thing, bonk, to one of them, while still saying, "We still have your priestess." Bonk.
Okay, we're actually going to.
Them, you know?
I'm actually going to change the initiative order. Let's have Sully go first because
Okay.
he's going to reach them first,
All right.
Okay.
right? Because I think you're going to reach them, so you'll be able to attack
Yeah.
before Raylene will.
Yeah.
Great.
And they'll be able to attack you. So we're just going to do a weird initiative thing. You're up.
Great. Now he pulls out magic spear.
Ooh.
And he now he's closing in on them. He just tries to thrust at one of the guards in front of him, while also trying to keep Tnemrot on the horse with his knees.
It's good knees.
Which means I have advantage now. Great. So that is 22. And a 10.
He's gone. So how this was going to work is I'm going to roll his advantage
Okay.
now
Oh yeah. Because we're like.
because you're both clashing,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. Nice.
12 plus 3, 15.
Miss. He just does a wee horsey hop. And avoids the attack.
The second one also goes for you as well as you go past.
Great.
Is it great because he gets a 22?
Oh, that is great for him. That's not so great.
One,
Nice.
How about
2.
he finds like a small gap in my arm and just gets like a wee cut on me. And then Sully like turns around and then thrusts at him.
Oh, you get 2 attacks.
I get 2 attacks.
Sink. Come on.
Great. That is 24.
Oh my goodness. You guys annihilate ordinary.
And that is a 9.
Gone.
Yeah.
There's only the horn person left. Raylene. Actually, unless you want to, if you're planning on shooting something.
I do. Whoever's remaining, I'm just gonna firebolt them.
Okay,
Yep.
do that and then make an animal handling roll.
Okay. With an 8
That's
plus.
what you got last time.
Yeah, 14.
Yeah, you hit again.
Yeah, well, and did you say animal handling roll? Or no?
Yeah,
just
make
got
roll the
damage.
damage first.
7 plus 5 is, let's go 12.
And with that, all 4 of them just gone.
Nice.
Now animal handling.
Animal handling, come on, stay on your horse, Lona, stay on your horse. Yeah, he did a 13 plus animal handling of wisdom 2, 15.
And Raylene, you wound up.
And I'm like, nuts, all right? Yeah, that's right, be scared.
And you head off.
Yes.
Out of the city into the surrounding countryside. I'd like all of you to make one more perception roll. And Tnemrot, can you hit me with another Constitution saving throw to see if you wake up yet?
Wow.
A 16.
You might add your con, mate. Where are you? I think you're over there.
So many pieces of paper.
It's a 0.
it's a 0.
6.
I got a 5.
Yeah.
Perception 5.
I got a 21.
Oh, okay.
So 5 is useless. Right.
6.
6 is useless. You guys are just the sound of the horse, the hooves. Okay. 21. We're gonna talk. Let's talk to Tnemrot and Sully for a little while.
Okay.
we'll do Sully first. Casting your head over your shoulder, you were the first one out. Let us assume that as you're riding forward, you look over your shoulder to see what's happened to your companions.
Yep.
And dimly behind, in the distance, the bonfire is still blazing. And for a brief moment, it goes green. And then back to normal. And there's just a very faint flicker of forms in front of it. It's quite a way away, so you can't see any big detail.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you've moved a few kilometers by this point, so
Right.
it really is just the smallest of things. Wow, those are good ones.
Thank you, T.
Tnemrot,
Yes.
you become conscious. You're on a horse.
Tnemrot instantly just goes,
Wow.
and then like she sacrifices her finger just straight like at nowhere as she wakes up.
Sully says, we could have done with that about 20 seconds ago.
And Tnemrot looks up and she goes, Sully, what are you doing here?
I'm trying to get us out of here.
No, you're in danger. You're in danger. You need to go back.
I'm not in danger.
Take me back.
Take me
And
back.
speaking of going back, let's go back a
Ooh.
few more hours.
BRB.
Tnemrot,
Yes.
you kind of come out of a stupor, a haziness. Your arms are suspended above you. Someone has changed your clothes completely.
Come on.
Who did that?
You are in a tent, a different tent, not one with wooden floor. Your robes are they're white and they are soaked in blood, so it sticks to you.
Oh, yeah.
It is gross.
Oh.
It's in your hair.
Oh.
It's like clinging to you.
Carry situation.
Oh, pig's blood.
But a feeling of rage is in you. Your hands have, in between each finger, something's been placed and then wrapped up so that you cannot do anything with them.
Wow.
And your mouth has been gagged.
Damn it. So I can't. Yeah.
Oh, no.
Hang on. Okay, what do I need for that? It is a vocal. Damn it. It's fine. Okay, alright, I'm gagged.
This isn't her first rodeo. And your vision is really hazy and out of focus, and she comes up to you and she says, give in to the rage. Let it guide you. And you black out until the moment that you're on the horse. But
Put your arms down. I can't see.
But you feel this residual just kind of consuming fury and anger
When I wake up.
when you wake up.
Tnemrot goes into a silence and she just kind of looks around. Can she see the queen?
Up
The
ahead,
priestess, sorry.
yes, Zaraga is up ahead. Yes, you are the first horse. So looking behind you, the horse directly behind you is Ha-Kapella with her riding on the horse.
And do I hear the scream? I'm just
I-
like, Tnemrot? Is that you?
I don't say anything. Oh, no, I go, Tnemrot just like feels instant darkness.
Ooh.
But then she kind of goes into like a facade. She's almost like, Ha-Kapella!
Oh, she's alive. Lona, she's alive.
She's what?
She's alive.
Who? Which one?
Tnemrot.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
And then Tnemrot tells Sully, take me to Ha-Kapella.
All right. So he just kind of like slows down to a bit of a canter and lets Ha-Kapella catch up. And then as soon as they kind of reach parallel, he's like, yeah! And then matches pace with Ha-Kapella again.
As soon as Tnemrot sees the priestess, she tries to get on the horse and leap at her to take her off the horse.
Oh my goodness! All right. I don't even know what to roll for this.
Neither.
Some kind of dexterity thing.
Okay. Well, it's not one of my proficiencies. An 8, it's a 7.
Okay, she launches herself at the priestess. You come up way short. You're right. It doesn't matter. You can see that you're clawing it towards her, right?
Yeah.
And you fall off the horse.
I fall off the horse. I get straight back up.
Ha-Kapella swerves over. What? No, Tnemrot.
Sully.
Oh, yeah, we
Lona
stop.
What's wrong? What are you doing?
Tnemrot, are you okay?
I'm fine.
Sully, why'd you push her off?
I just wanted to talk to the priestess.
Well, she's out right now, and you know.
It's kind of hard to do that when she's unconscious.
That's fine. Where's her necklace?
Oh, here we go. It's your necklace. I got it for you.
Does anyone know where my mace is?
I didn't see it.
No, I think all of that got left behind because we were kind of in a rush to get out of there.
Yeah, it's been wild.
Okay.
We'll catch you up.
We're being pursued, and he kind of points like back into the distance. I presume there's like a mob or an army.
You've been on horseback. You've got a head start.
Okay.
There may be, but if they are, they're too far back to hear or to see.
We're being pursued.
Yep.
I can't point them out right now.
But we've got the priestess, and we're trying to head towards some cover. Ha-Kapella knows where we could probably hide.
Come on, Tnemrot. Let's just get on the horse. We'll be fine.
Is the priestess on Ha-Kapella's horse?
Yes.
In the same way that you were draped in front of Sully,
Yeah.
the priestess is draped in front of Ha-Kapella.
And you know what? While you're pointing it out, I'm gonna get my whip and I'm just gonna tie her hands.
When you take that moment, you tying her hands, you notice that she has a belt. She's wearing, because you're tying it near her waistline, and hanging off her belt is a mace.
Oh, well, Tnemrot. Oh, I should have, de-armored, de-weaponized her. But I have a mace.
Oh.
Here you go. She gives it happily to Tnemrot.
Okay.
And then Ha-Kapella kind of leads the horse just a little bit away from Tnemrot. Tnemrot, we're gonna get on the horsey now, all right? We're gonna go find some cover before the bad guys get us.
Yeah. And also, the Queen wants some more information about whatever's happening up here. So I think we should take this person alive back to her.
Yeah?
Is that all right?
That's fine.
Why is she looking at us like that?
It doesn't matter. Get on the horses.
Yeah.
Tnemrot gets on Lona's horse
Oh.
because it's closer to Ha-Kapella's horse.
Ha-Kapella goes, yeah, and just starts, all right, just keep following me. Oh, gosh.
Are you sure you're all right, Tnemrot? Like, Lona's really uneasy with just the look that you
I
have.
think I don't respond.
Yeah.
I don't respond to Tnemrot.
Well, here, how about this to make you feel better? Heal, Tnemrot, heal. That's my last spell slot. But heal, because you're probably not feeling well, but heal. Oh. Just four hit points.
You're the one. Thanks, baby.
Heal. We'll be there soon, hopefully.
Thank you.
You ride into the darkness, into the night. The stars above you, do you remember there's not a lot of light because the moon is
Black.
Black moon night.
Whoa.
Oh, we deep.
Lightless.
Maybe
Real
with
deep.
a religion roll, please.
A 14.
Nice.
Religion. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I'm very proficient in religion.
You're-
John, no.
Oh, y'all.
The followers of Tila,
Yes.
the god of darkness and shadow and deception and
Yes.
trickery, are strongest at the black moon.
Oh, come on.
And we still smoked them.
Oh, mic drop.
Near follows.
That means nothing to us.
Yeah, we're dark.
Nothing to me.
We're darker than night.
Riding through, over the hills, around quiet farms, towards the small village of
Kizik.
Kizik.
Yeah, hello, Kizik.
You enter the village of Kizik.
Are there people around?
It is, you've now traveled the 45 minutes that you needed to get there. It is the small hours of the night. There's nothing going on in Kizik.
Yeah, true. So small.
It's a
town.
small place.
Very small town. Ha-Kapella, Ha-Kapella sees a familiar rock formation. She says, "Oh, we're close!" And she just remembers her fond young memories here in this little town. You know, she used to have a friend somewhere here, but she doesn't know where that person is anymore. And she, just has fond memories of when the moths were everywhere, just eating the crops, and she was able to help with her chickens, and it's like a little proud moment of her childhood. And she's like, yeah, this is where I was like, hero of sorts.
This is where you grew up?
No. I just visited here sometimes, and I like to explore every now and then when I was younger.
It's not much to explore.
Yeah, it's if you blink, you'll miss it. So it should be around here, towards towards this mountain.
Okay, yep, you find the path.
And yeah.
And Kizik is definitely the small, it's the center of the city is a well. That's what it's got, okay?
Yeah, that's how small we're going.
Population.
500.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Okay. And so you go into Kizik and up the hill towards, there's a small mountain that the mine that you guys call the Nordenstein.
The Nordenstein mines.
Is set in. Now, you're all incredibly hurt, badly hurt. Heading up the hill, you follow Ha-Kapella's lead. Go ahead, describe yourself.
Ha-Kapella, upon seeing another familiar rock formation where the grate she remembers is nearby, she halts herself. Oh, that's my horse sound effect. And she says, "All right, it should be here somewhere. Lona, just keep an eye on the priestess." She jumps off and inspects the rock formation and just kind of feels around for the grate that she's covered up, this mine grate that, because she knows with the mines, you need like air currents to go in, and so this is one of those grates that can act as an entrance. So she's like feeling around, and she feels this edge of like dirt, and she's like, here's some grass and dirt to get off. Here we go. And she uncovers and unearths this grate, and it's a bit loose, and she just remembers her mom and dad's warnings about being in the mines for too long, and she says, "We've got no choice right now." So she pulls up the grate, and she says, "In here, guys, come on."
The grate goes down on an angle, a slope.
Yeah.
It is very smooth. Little passageway. The passage is about 1 meter by 1 meter square.
It's gonna be a tight squeeze.
So it's a kind of slide in kind of situation.
Okay.
We should get the horses out of here so no one follows us.
That's a good idea. And she takes she helps the priestess, not helps, but like kind of pulls the priestess off of the horse before slapping it in the butt, going, "Yeah, be free. You're a free horse now."
Yep. You guys try to scatter the horses.
Thank you, boy. Whoopsh. Yeah.
Just slide on through, everybody.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Okay.
We can just stay here for a little bit, but we can't stay for too long. It's not good for us.
It's a good idea.
But yeah, let's go.
Okay.
She waits for everyone to go in first, but so that she can cover the grate.
If Ha-Kapella's going last, then Sully will go first.
Sully, you get in. It's the top of the entrance, and the slope is a bit muddy, because things have fallen in. The grate, even though Ha-Kapella covered a lot of it, there was still some airflow and something. But then after like the first few meters, it's just sheer stone, and you slide down pretty well. It is dark. There's no light in there. Who's next?
Oh, where's the priestess?
With me still, I'm gonna slide her down soon.
I'll go just before Ha-Kapella.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lona's next.
Yep.
Ha-Kapella is third.
As Lona goes down.
Yep. Should I just take the priestess with
Yeah,
me?
I was gonna be like, okay, you go down, but then I'll put this one straight behind you.
All right.
Just so you slide together.
Okay.
Ready, go.
On
Whee!
what? Oh.
Okay, then you're next, right?
Yeah, Tnemrot
You got
tries to cast light on her mace,
Okay. Ching!
and I just guide it forward so we can
Okay.
see.
Oh, well done.
Okay.
All right, go. And then
Sully, you're first, and then
and
Ha-Kapella.
I went, and as I'm about to slide, I'm like, great, drags it on top. I'm like, oh. She puts a little bit of dirt onto the grate still, like somehow, and then, all right, and just whee, like, and bumps into Nimrod's back. Ah.
You're Sully. You're not Sully. Lona. Sorry, Lona.
Or recasting.
As you're sliding down with Zaraga,
Yeah,
right?
Zaraga.
You're pretty sure she's awake.
Damn it.
She doesn't look like she's awake, but you're pretty sure because there's as you guys suddenly start sliding, there's like an involuntary muscle twitch.
Lona instinctively just, I guess he wants to emote a little bit of, because he's just, like, he knows, and she's not good news when she's awake. And then so, as he's sliding down, the minute he, are we still in the slide as she jokes? The minute she gets down, I want to give a signal to Sully that, I think she's awake. Sully,
Lona?
keep an eye
An eye.
on Zaraga.
Gotcha.
Sully, let me describe where you land. The ventilation shaft ends with a small, not that small, about a 12-foot drop or a 4-meter drop down into a chamber. The stonework is incredibly clean, just beautiful, and there's engraved markings, geometric shapes along. You can only just barely see as Tnemrot's light kind of funnels from behind you in front. The room is devoid of any furniture. It is just a barren, 20-foot square room. And there are a couple passageways, one that heads north out of it and one that heads south out of it.
Yeah, Sully is waiting for everyone to deposit into the room.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's fast forward and say all of you, 5 of you, get down and find yourself in this room.
Mm-hmm.
Pitch black, right?
No, because
got some light,
Tnemrot's put light on her mace.
But, well, home sweet home. Well, not really home, but it's not sweet. But it's safe for a period of time. But we can just have a little rest here to recuperate if we want.
And Lona's without making verbal kind of thing, because someone might be listening, so he's just kind of eye contact. Just,
Oh.
Yeah, Monique?
Tnemrot looks at the priestess, and then she turns her light off, and she casts darkness.
Oh my goodness.
So in a 15-meter radius, 15-foot radius, this darkness goes completely around her as she moves towards the priestess.
What?
Okay.
So that means the light just
So
went
it's
out?
dark and now very dark.
How come
There's no light and there's complete darkness.
But your dark vision can't see through my darkness.
Oh, okay.
Oh, and
All right.
is this supposed to happen?
I'm like, oh, Tnemrot, where'd you go?
Can I keep going?
Okay.
Go.
Yep, Tnemrot edges towards the queen, and then she just jacks her up, and she starts to take her as far into the you know, if she can see, she tries to like kind of like edge the queen back with her.
Ha-Kapella's feeling around. Like, Tnemrot?
No, that's me.
Yeah.
Wait. Where's Zaraga? And
Oh, Tnemrot.
Sully?
Tnemrot.
Sully?
Sully.
So you have you've grabbed her
Yeah.
and you start to pull her away from the others.
Yes.
Go ahead, move yourself.
I pull her this way. Ding 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 ding.
Okay.
Again.
Her muscles come to life. She stops pretending to be asleep, and stands up. Says, and her hands kind of reach out to find who's holding her.
She's restrained.
Oh, she's
Yeah, she's
restrained.
restrained.
She doesn't do that. She says, Torment, this must be your good work, I am assuming. It's good to see that you are embracing your true nature.
And then I grab at the bottom of her dress and rip a piece of fabric, like quite a thick piece of fabric. I screw it up and I shove it in her mouth.
Oh!
Okay.
And then I shove her down. I put my mace to her neck and then I cast light again.
Okay. So you turn off the darkness.
I turn off the darkness. I don't know why I did that. I must have just had a moment.
No, I love
The
it.
darkness dissipates and I'm behind everyone. I've got the priestess down, mace, something's in her mouth.
Well, I mean, because we're in darkness, we can't actually see out of it. So-
She turns the
Right,
darkness
the darkness
off.
Oh,
now
dissipates.
dissipates. Yeah.
And we all
Tnemrot.
Nimrod!
Oh.
It's just me. I knew she was awake. I just didn't want her to hurt you.
Oh, well, thank you. Yeah. Okay, well, now we mean business to this
Yeah,
priestess. Yeah.
Why
she's
did you
still-
take her?
we needed some information. And part of our mission was to gather information without engaging. We kind of broke it, but it doesn't matter. We might need her, Nimrod, alive.
We need to know why there's a invasion from the north, from Turan's clan.
Sully? Is this true?
Yeah. That's right. We're being invaded. She might have information.
And then Tnemrot touches her amulet. Amulet? And then her mace goes fiery.
Oh.
Nimrod,
She's not going to help you
How do you know, Tnemrot?
because she won't help anyone.
Tnemrot, this isn't very you right now. Like, surely we can. Okay, we can like. Okay, to satisfy your needs, you can take care of interrogation and torture. Just don't.
Torture, did you say?
don't say that, sir.
I mean, I'm not opposed to it. She is an evil woman, and she looks at the priestess, who I assume is scathing at everybody here.
She might be the answer that we're looking for. The answer to Mortine, the sword of Aratai. She might know a lot.
Just
Any more attacks to the city?
we need to know more before we offer. You get my drift?
Tnemrot just stares at Sully, just kind of waiting for him to say something.
Sully has gone through a lot.
Yeah, nobody's
Sally's like,
addressed.
Sally, say something.
She's helpless. She can't do anything. You don't need to kill her, Tnemrot. She's at our mercy.
Tnemrot tries so hard to put the mace down, but she can't, and she kind of just looks at Sully, and without even realizing it, I feel like she's like crying, but she doesn't realize. So she's just kind of like, I can't do it. I can't put it down.
Why not?
I don't know. and she just kind of holds the mace there, and it's flaming, and she's frozen. She can't put her hands down.
Tnemrot. Am I dead?
I don't know.
Right.
Tnemrot takes a breath, and then she lowers the mace. And she just drops it. She takes the belt out from under the queen, and she just again wraps it around her mouth. And then she just walks backwards into the darkness again. Just has a little walk.
moment to herself.
Walk. Boop, 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 boop.
And as Tnemrot does that, Ha-Kapella swoops into the priest and tries to find other ways to restrain her and make sure she doesn't do any funny business. So her hands are restrained. She probably rips a couple more to do that technique where, because as a casting person as well, she kind of puts things between her little rocks and pebbles and stuff so that her fingers don't do anything. They're prone.
Nice.
Yeah. So, priestess, you are. I haven't said this in a while, but under the name, in the name of Queen Aletta, let's see if I remember. You are under arrest. Yeah. And she looks at Sully, trying to lighten the mood, and tries to get a smile. Did I do it good, buddy?
I don't think Sully heard a word of what she just said.
And Ha-Kapella just nods and cool. Yeah.
Lona's just trying to make sense of everything. Everyone's in a real, not them kind of mood. And I'm like, I've never seen Sully like this before. And
How about how we just have a rest, and Ha-Kapella is going to do her song of rest so that everyone gains some hit piece. And she just plays.
So you guys gonna take a rest now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna take a short rest, and we are going to take a short break.
Oh.
And we will find out what happens with this priestess and the people that are, and what the heck you gonna do next. Hey, so
drift off into the melody.
so during our break, we're gonna take a short break, and then we'll be back and we'll chat with the chatters and all that kind of great stuff. And these guys will put up their hit points from a short break. See you guys soon. If you are new to our channel, please hit us with a follow. Don't be afraid of that subscribe button.
It's not gonna hurt you.
And thanks to all our Patreons, all that kind of good stuff. And
What?
we have a sponsor.
Oh, hell yeah, we do.
So we have a new sponsor. This is their first week sponsoring us. Bespoke Boutique have made us these custom player
I want to be her
journals.
so bad.
You
Like this
are.
makes her look fine. You know, speaking of snacks, Tnemrot.
Them horns though.
Damn. Woo!
Doesn't that look like Jason Momoa?
I mean,
Are we living our best life?
Hey, so thanks, Bespoke Boutique. At the end of the show, we'll do a proper shout out and stuff. So I just wanted to mention you guys. I don't think there's anything else we need to do right now other than get back into it. So if you're brand new to our stream, our heroes, who were Humbletown guards, then became agents of the Queen, trying to elicit some information from the invading army from Ghoulm, were sent to get some information. They decide instead to attack. And now they have stolen the head priestess.
Oy, oy, oy.
And now we're taking a short rest.
Zaraga.
And are now resting in a dwarven.
Are we long resting or short resting?
Short rest.
Short, I presume.
Because we don't really.
Ooh, and I see that people are starting to use their channel points on the cosplay episode.
Oh, dear.
Still a long way to go. Cool. All right.
So we're short rest.
Short resting?
What does that mean? That we get hit points back from our spell slots?
So
Correct.
no spell slots. Only a half an hour, and you can use your hit dice.
What the heck?
So you have 5 hit dice.
Yeah.
For
Yep.
each of those, you can roll, in your case, an 8-sided dice
Yep.
plus your Constitution modifier. In Lona's case, you roll a 6-sided dice plus
Six-sided
your
dice.
Constitution and you can do that
but one
a
at a time,
maximum
because you
of
might
5
hit your
times, and
mates
8-sided
before you
dice
use all 5.
for Ha-Kapella.
And I could add a little bit more.
Oh yeah. So you're doing a song of rest. What does
Yeah.
song of rest give?
13?
Song of Rest gives everyone a
1d6,
1d6 HP. 1d6.
Oh,
Everyone, I know it's tough.
And a 1d6.
so I can just
3.
roll 2, 6, plus.
Oh, 19
Plus your
plus 7.
Constitution modifier on every single one of them.
26.
6.
You got a 0 on your Constitution
And then
modifier.
plus
so
the
that's gonna add-
Constitution
So
save.
6. So you can roll it 5
Plus your
times. Right?
Constitution for each one, which
Oh,
is
mine's nothing.
nothing. So
Okay.
Almost
and you can do
there.
it a maximum of 5 times.
Okay, 6.
Uh,
Another 6.
It's got one more.
12. And then
Yeah, let's just.
You get a total of 5.
okay.
And then, but you get an extra dice from her, so you
from
can
here.
get
Is
this.
that alright? I'm just going to roll 3.
That's all
9.
of them.
So 6, 6, 9.
1.
Okay.
Okay. Hey, sorry about that logistic stuff, you guys.
Good.
Sorry about having to do a little bit of bookkeeping.
Oh.
Declan, hit us with the music. Some subterranean, ominous sounds.
Ooh.
17.
Specific.
Spicy.
6 plus 6.
So, Zaraka is bound, her hands bound behind her back. She's got cloth stuffed in her mouth and a belt over the top of that. The rest of you have taken a rest, covered your wounds. If any of you needed to, there's some more of the ointment if you wanted to heal up even more.
Oh, I would like to have like a scoop of one of them. Just
Okay.
pour on my cheek.
Are you not healed?
Not fully. But like,
Okay, go
I just
for
want
it.
a little bit more. How many is that again? One
A D6.
D6. Just one more. Yeah, there we go.
Nice,
Everyone, perception rolls.
A 6?
19. Ooh, jinx.
9. Do I get my inspiration back for today?
You had your inspiration. Yeah, you at the beginning of the episode, you should have one inspiration.
11.
Not good. Well, okay. Ha-Kapella, Sully. As you're resting in here, you're definitely aware that there's, it's quiet in here. It's, there's nothing really going on. There's a bit of movement of air through the caverns, especially because you've got the, what's the word I'm looking for?
Great. Ventilation.
Ventilation shaft right next to you. There's some odor in the wind, in the breeze as it comes past you and then out the ventilation. I don't know, there's something, some slightly rancid smell.
Oh, no.
Ha-Kapella hasn't smelt this before.
No,
The-
you have not.
The handful of times, maybe the 3 times that she's been in this area. And she kind of just, her attention is like a little bit more perked. Like, She tries to sniff it out like a bloodhound.
Okay. The direction that the wind is coming, or the breeze is coming from both of these tunnels, and it's exiting through this ventilation shaft. The way these simple Mayan ventilation shafts are is there are enough of them around that depending upon the direction that the wind's coming, that forces the air in one way and out the other. Okay, so what are you guys doing?
Is there any water?
No, I don't got any. Me, sorry. So I guess what's our plan, guys? Like, how do we get back all the way to the Queen and back to Aratai? Or quite far out north. I'm trying to use my geography to remember what's up there.
Have you been down these tunnels before?
Not any further than this room, this chamber. I was always told not to really venture this area, this place. Sorry to say, guys, it's maybe safe for now, but it is cursed.
Nice. That's great timing.
Sorry, I'm just this is the only place that I knew, and if I said that it was cursed before, then you wouldn't trust me. But we're here. We just, it's fine. We're just here for a little bit. If we just stay here for too long, then we all might be barren. But, like as in, we won't have kids in the future.
Oh, nice.
But don't worry, it's not like we live here, because if we lived here, then we're in trouble. But we're just here for a little bit. and nobody touches this place at all.
We should go down the tunnels. We don't want to risk anyone seeing the priestess with us.
And Ha-Kapella just like a bit of fear sparks in her because the idea of walking into these cursed tunnels that she's always been told all throughout her life. The idea of going and exploring it, just like, oh god, I'm disappointing my parents. Oh, I was like, oh god.
And it's like,
There'll be an opening to these mines at some point. This is just the ventilation, right?
Yeah, somewhere. It's just that it's a bit hard because ever since the attack on this place, a lot of the entrances and exits are crumbled down and
words-
blocked, just like what we did in the Colosseum.
as in we might be caved in. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
Oh,
maybe.
your eye just went like that. What's it?
It's just me wincing at the smell. Like, do you not smell that?
No.
Okay.
Is it coming from either tunnel or is it coming from both?
You can't tell which side it's coming from.
Okay. We somehow got to get out of here. Somehow get onto a boat. And somehow get back to the city.
Well, let's try one of these. And then Sully walks down this tunnel.
Ha-Kapella looks back up at the little slide that she usually climbs out, but she sees that over time it's gotten a little bit more unsafe and unstable to climb out, and she's like, didn't think this one through, did I? And she looks at where Sully's going and holds on to Lona. Just, all right, can you hold my hand throughout this?
Okay.
All right, there we go. Ooh, that's true.
Tnemrot picks up a rock and throws it at her.
I'm sorry, I don't speak muffled. You have to speak louder.
Tnemrot goes over to her, flames her mace, and takes down her restraint, but holds it towards her tongue.
Oh.
Speak.
So much nicer. I'm proud of you, my child.
Child, is this your mama?
You related?
She doesn't say anything.
She is not my child, but I own her.
I think Tnemrot is her own independent woman, lady. All right, gag this fool.
Okay.
Oh.
What do you know about these tunnels?
These tunnels, I've never been to these tunnels in my life, but the darkness is my ally. I can be guided in places of darkness.
If you're related, does that mean you also could be guided by the darkness?
Yeah, Tnemrot. I don't know if she kind of looks towards the darkness and she tries to sense something in her. Can she feel anything?
You have no idea what she's talking
I
about.
have no idea what she's talking about.
I don't trust her.
Neither.
She says, you four are an anomaly. Peculiar.
Well, thank you.
The incredible magic that you did up on that hill and doing such damage to Mortine was astonishing. And here you are, afraid of me, who have my hands bound. It is in my own best interest to leave these tunnels as well, is it not?
Is Sully dead?
Sully's not dead because the gifts of Tila allowed me to bring through you, to channel through you, the power to bring him back from the gate of the next world. He is back in this world, but it will take some time for him to readjust.
I knew you were off.
Am I dead?
No, you're far too powerful for that.
There's his legs. Tnemrot looks at her. I don't have any spell slots, do I?
You guys are in such a bad way.
Right, we're just.
If you're just doing a short rest, basically it means Sully is good.
We're
The rest of you are almost. You don't have a lot.
Tnemrot kneels down and almost whispers in her ear, and she says, "What do you mean by?" Oh, what's she saying? Tnemrot asks her, "What do you mean by 100 slaves?"
Oh, we're referring to your birth.
Okay.
In Ghoulm, the slaves were around the land were offered this choice. The 100 most commonly of the slaves that could be found were taken to the temple of Tila, where our Zakron cult has its heart. And we're all offered this choice, as I mentioned to you before. Either die now or have 5 years of luxury and then give birth to a child, knowing that only one would survive.
One of the children.
One of the children and one of the slaves.
What did they do?
Sorry?
What did they do?
What did they do? They were to allow themselves to become pregnant.
Look, I don't want to have this conversation. Let's go.
Tnemrot points her mace towards Sully. And she says, "Just wait. Did they sacrifice the babies?"
None of the other, you were the only one, the only baby that was born.
Out of all 100 slaves.
All the other slaves, the other 99 slaves, all died. And none of the other babies were born. You were the only one.
Okay.
Thus, Angel of Doom, the prophesied one.
I've changed my mind, Tnemrot. You can kill her if you want.
Tnemrot suddenly just has this wild smile.
Tnemrot.
Hearing just those words
Oh,
in
I
her
can't
ears.
look.
And then she just instantly just pulls her arm around and she just swings it at her.
Excellent. At advantage, she's not going anywhere.
15 plus, what, it's dirty 20.
Yeah.
Plus the flames.
She's got no armor on. She's sitting right there.
Yeah.
The flames. Kaboosh. Okay, roll damage.
What is the damage? What's the flaming again?
An extra 2d6. So
2d6.
d6 and then an extra.
Okay,
so a total of
then
3d6
okay.
plus your strength
two.
damage.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
13. It connects with her. She hits the ground. And she says, is anyone else doing anything?
Ha-Kapella, I think, is wincing, and she doesn't like what she sees. This isn't the Tnemrot that she recognizes. So I think Ha-Kapella steps back and looks away. She's kind of upset by it.
Lona's arms kind of slowly light up, and it's more not because of the sorceress. It's just he's looking at Tnemrot, kind of troubled, as in, should we be afraid of her?
Does that manifest in some way?
Yeah. It's just
Sully grips his spear.
Oh,
Oh, crap. What's the priest doing? Tnemrot just goes and stands over the priest.
She whispers something. Do any of you speak infernal?
Me! I do.
She says, shadows to me, shadows my bidding, shadows to me now. Around you, the light and the shadows. And the shadows take on corporeal form.
What does that mean? What does it
Living
mean?
form.
They become solid.
They become solid. And And around you, 4. Place yourselves somewhere in this.
Here. Oh.
And 4.
I'm the most farthest away from this section. I am upset by this.
Oh.
I'm so upset by this.
4 shadows. Oh my goodness.
Death Eaters.
Yes,
They
yes.
do look like Death Eaters.
They do definitely look like Death Eaters. I'm sure I got these things out.
There. Isn't the one behind it? No.
No, I didn't. I'm gonna have to pull out something else. Okay, so more. I'll pull them out in a second.
Nice.
They're gonna be here, 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 and here. In the middle, in the middle.
Middle?
In the middle. Blah, 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 blah,
In the
blah.
middle?
No.
Johnson
Two will be over here, and 2 will be here.
Do you want these to play?
In the meantime, we can use these soldiers while I find the other one. Okay. They form up. Raylene one is right behind Ha-Kapella. You're first. What you doing?
Shiny Tnemrot.
Ha-Kapella senses a cold darkness behind her, and her instinct, because she can see everyone else in front of her, she's like, this isn't good, and she swings 360 with her Turan's battle axe.
Go for it.
Come on,
Go.
Nice. 18, 19, 20, 24.
Boom!
Ah.
This isn't right either, but it'll have to do.
Those are cool.
They are super
cool.
but unfortunately they're just not right. Yep. Roll damage.
1d10. I'm gonna use a 1d10. So it's gonna be double-handed. For 7.
Okay, thank you. Lona.
Lona, sees a shadowy figure emerge in front of him, and he firebolts straight towards phase 4. Plus a 6 is a 10. Damage. Oh, 8 plus 7. It's 15.
15.
Yep.
Yep. What did you hit? The roll to hit?
Oh wait, I got 4 plus 6 is 10.
10. That's not good enough to
Okay,
hit.
then that doesn't do anything.
Think, what the heck? Okay. Sully.
Sully surges forward. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yep.
And strikes at this one here. 14.
Okay, yeah, that does it.
Oh!
That hits the shadow. The shadow is not, it's like it's as taken physical substance. It's weird.
Oh. All he knows is that it looks malevolent and it's trained on us, so he's going to strike at it. 11.
11. Wow. Okay.
So he's lunged forward. He kind of brings up his shield again, and then he strikes it through again.
The second one. Okay,
Yeah.
for the same one. Yep,
Yep,
go
the
ahead.
same one. That is 22.
Dude!
And that is 8 damage total.
And it comes, it goes back into being shadow, which means I can use its figure over here instead.
Nice.
Nimrod.
No,
Sorry, yeah.
No, sorry. I'm just making sure that my -2 doesn't apply to damage, because if it does, then I've been playing wrong for a while. But is it just my rolls?
Just your rolls.
Yeah.
I turn around and I spot this one in the corner. I do like a running lunge and I leap at it and just mace right down at the top of its head.
Okay.
16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 20.
Oh, whoa,
Plus
yeah.
5? Does that work?
That's
Do I
right.
finish my mace?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
and then 36 is
11,
Yeah.
14.
14.
Oh, quick.
14. And
16.
16.
Yeah.
16.
Which is what you needed.
See, is
Yo! Gone.
This one launches itself, engulfs you, Sully. Engulfs you.
Get that sorcery power, baby.
12.
Miss. Yeah. I don't know how he does it. I guess is it like willpower or something?
You can. It's because it's still kind of this merge
still
between
physical.
physical and
Yeah,
shadow,
yeah,
so you
yeah.
can kind of bat it away.
Yeah. So it just sweeps out with his shield. And does it have eyes?
Just a black face, no eyes.
Okay, great. So there's something that looks like a head, eh? Ha! He uses riposte.
Oh, what?
I can use my reaction to take an attack on him. And I do. And I roll a natural 1.
Natural 1. That's no good. And I have just realized, I'm so sorry, Nimrod, the one that you attacked is not gone. I realized. I'm sorry. Sorry.
That's all right. That's all right.
Okay.
Comes back into form.
Yeah, exactly. You dissipated it for a while, and
It's back.
it reforms.
Okay.
The total damage you did was 16, right?
Yes.
16. Excellent. Thank you. Okay. Raylene, this one right in front of you, in front of Ha-Kapella, tries to engulf you in shadow. Oh my goodness! I'm getting terrible rolls. 11.
Miss. I'm too short for ya.
That's terrible. Okay, and Tnemrot, the one in front of you, does the same thing.
And me.
That's a bit better. 19.
Yep.
Okay. You take. Oh my goodness. Oh!
3.
Plus 2. So you take a total of 5. But more importantly, you feel the coldness sap some of your strength.
What?
Your strength goes down by 1.
So is that my?
Yeah, that's strength. So instead of 14, it's now 13.
Okay.
Okay, Raylene, Ha-Kapella's yes. Thankfully,
maybe
let me
this
just
side.
point out,
It's temporarily down. I think.
behold, who can see her?
Nobody.
Everyone's turned their back to her.
No one can see Zaruka.
Get out of here. But she's bound though, right?
She's got,
Yeah.
yes, the
She can't do anything
priestess
gestural,
of
but she can.
trickery and darkness is bound.
Oh.
Raylene, Ha-Kapella's your turn.
Ha-Kapella
So you do not know what happens there. I'm just going to take her figure off.
Oh no!
Ha-Kapella uses the Turan's battle axe with one hand, but as she's about to hit, she puts her hand on the God of War amulet that she's been wearing this whole time.
Okay.
And now I know the god is Turaneti, all right? The God of War. And she says, "Come hither, light." Gink! So she's
Okay.
protected from all evilness and darkness.
Which includes these things.
Whoa!
Dink!
Okay, roll.
Yes, come on.
17.
That's definitely hit. Roll some damage.
8. No, sorry, 8. 7.
Yep.
8, 9, 10.
Nice.
Okay, 10.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ooh, ow. Part of the shadow disappears for a moment. Lona.
Lona steps towards 1 and then right next to, or come on this side of Ha-Kapella and then, fire bolts upon that guy as well. Fire bolty. Come on. 14 plus 6, dirty 20.
Yep, roll damage.
Damage. Damage of 9.
Ooh.
Well, the fire does more damage to it than the physical attacks.
Okay.
You did 9.
Yes.
And it is almost completely gone. There's only just like little fragments of its shadowy form left.
Okay.
Sully stabs forward. I keep doing it two-handed, but it's actually got a shield on. Yeah. 9.
9.
Oh, actually it's 7. And that one is that one's 23.
Okay. Yep, go for it. Damage.
Lovely. Great. That is 11.
Okay. Kind of, because it goes through it. It's like hard to tell if it's hurting it or not. Tnemrot.
Tnemrot instantly turns around to look for the priestess, and then she uses her dark vision. She can't see her. At the same time, she just turns around and she sacred flames him in the face.
Okay.
No scope.
No scope. All right, roll damage. And it's fire damage.
Yes.
Radiant.
Radiant
Oh,
damage.
that's
Baby.
2.
2
That's a
ones
2.
on 2d8.
2 massive damage points.
And it engulfs you again.
Yeah, it's probably not good because I wasn't looking, so that was not very smart of me.
You're distracted.
Yeah.
13. You have no armor on,
No.
so that's going to hit you.
Yes, it is.
8 hit points.
I can take it.
And your strength goes down another 3.
Yeah.
Thank
you.
You are getting weaker and weaker.
19.
Ha-Kapella, the one in front of you, tries to engulf you.
Oh, I've got my god.
Oh, it can't.
Okay.
So it has to try to attack Lona.
Okay.
It doesn't have to, but it's much easier for it to.
Oh.
It
It's only
rolled-
fragments.
Yeah, 13.
13. Ha, miss.
And Sully, for you.
Terrible roll 5.
Oh.
Are you riposting, are you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So that is 23 down to 21. 21.
Yeah, that hits.
Yeah, good.
Get it,
Good.
get it, get it, get it.
Good. 7.
Another 4. Okay. Cool. Great. Thank you. Nimrod.
Yes.
You looked around and
9.
Superior die.
Oh.
and the woman has gone into gaseous form. And walks up to you and says, if you survive to go back to your queen, ask her about the betrayer, Casimir.
Casimir.
The true name of the betrayer.
We don't know his name. Casimir.
And her gaseous form
She gassy.
starts just kind of floating up towards the
Ventilation.
ventilation shaft. Ha-Kapella.
Ha-Kapella hits Ha-Kapella is, you know, it's in the corner, and she's only got her battle axe, so she's just gonna go two-handed this time. Donk.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all she can do. Natural 20.
Nice!
So she even jumps for it.
Yeah.
And 1d10.
2d10.
2d10.
Because you got a natural.
Natural 20.
Let's do this.
6 and 1. 7.
Plus your strength modifier.
10.
10. And you destroy it and it disappears
And as a
into
movement,
shadow.
I'll just walk back to like see what's going on.
Okay, and you can see, as I mentioned before, the misty, shadowy form just floating serenely up.
And she says, "Curses!"
And Lona turns around, sees the mist go. Where's she going? Someone get her! And then right then turns around and firebolts the sky right in front of him. Come on, give me something. 13 plus 6, that's 19.
You hit it.
Let's go with a, what is it, 9?
It's a 9 and a 10.
9 and a 10, 19.
Yes, surely.
It is
Get him.
Nice.
obliterated.
Nice.
Yep.
Yep, okay.
And then Lona's just trying to somehow grab onto the mist that's going out the ventilation shaft.
Okay, so you move over
Yep.
and try to grab her.
Yeah.
Okay? Your hand goes straight.
Yeah. I was like,
Sully's trying to track this thing in the dark, and he's trying to work out where its center of mass is, and then strike at that. And that is an 16.
nice.
Yes!
That douche.
Great. That is a 9.
9. Gone as well.
He spins around.
And you can see from the light cast from Nimrod's mace, brightly illuminating this room, you can see just the feet of the gaseous form.
Is she the stench that we were smelling earlier?
1, 2, 3. And then he rushes back into the room just to rejoin the party.
Tnemrot turns around and she looks, and she's like boiling now, and she says, "No! I told you!" And then she starts to go completely red as she tries to kind of grasp at this figure, and then she just sends her sacred flame up into the air, trying to flame at this gassy figure.
Okay, are you going to give in to the rage? You have advantage on all of your actions while you are in this rage, but everything against you has advantage.
Ooh.
Okay.
So you turn. Please.
Well, do I have advantage? Does that mean you have disadvantage on?
She will have disadvantage on her saving throw
on her saving
against.
throw. Okay, I do. I look straight at her and I try and sacred flame her.
Bring the divine light.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
mist to her. She fails.
Oh.
So, roll.
Oh, let's go.
8.
Oh, 16. 8. Infinity. Infinity.
Oh, baby.
So this light just erupts within her, and she flees.
Oh!
And zips up this ventilation shaft.
Oh my goodness.
She's hurt.
Can I do that?
No.
Just checking. Just checking.
All right. She knows where we are.
Wait. Make a wisdom saving throw.
A 2.
Oi.
On a failed wisdom saving throw, when you're raging, you have to keep attacking. But you succeeded your saving throw. Which, if you had failed your saving throw,
I got a 2.
oh. You failed it.
Yeah.
You have to keep attacking.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm just going to assume
Sure.
that the rest of you three, not knowing this, wouldn't be doing any particular action.
No, Sully's just like looking the corners of the room, looking for like more like shadowy assailants.
Ha-Kapella is looking up like, damn it! You almost had her, Tnemrot.
Yeah, Lona's on edge as well, just seeing if any of these shadowy figures might appear out of nowhere because he doesn't know.
Okay. Perception rolls, those of you that aren't doing anything. Tnemrot, what you doing? Look at that face!
16.
19.
Okay.
14 rather.
Yes.
What'd you get, Lona?
I got 10, 2, 12.
12, 12,
14.
12, 14,
19.
19. Beautiful.
Okay, as Tnemrot sees that she's disappeared, she instantly turns around and she sees one of the ghostly figures, but it's actually Lona, and she just sees him and she goes, "Get her back!" And she immediately sacred flames towards Lona.
Make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh!
This is
It's a dex saving throw, isn't it?
with
Wait.
a 20?
sorry.
With 20 said.
I don't know.
20!
Natural 20.
It's 20! It's 20! And so, yes. So that means like she fires towards it. Tnemrot, what are you doing? And then like dodges it just in time, just as it goes past. What
Really?
can I do?
Yeah.
What's Ha-Kapella doing?
She hears the sacred flame and the shouting, and with her 19 perception, she can see.
I should tell you the perception. I'm getting ahead. Okay.
Yeah, go
No,
on.
sorry, let me tell you
Okay.
the perception first. And also, I'm getting way ahead of myself. At the end of every round, you can make an extra roll.
Like I say,
Another wisdom save.
15.
15 plus your wisdom modifier is almost certainly good.
Yes.
17?
Plus 5.
Whoa.
Dirty
So
20.
you managed to calm yourself down.
Like I instantly see that it's Lona. I'm sorry.
Okay, really, back to what we were saying. Oh, no, gosh. I'm so discombobulated.
What you're saying to me.
You guys have just made a whole bunch of noise, right?
Oh,
No. No, we did. We were like,
We're real
We were
stealthy
sneaking
about
the whole time.
bring it.
There's definitely some footsteps coming towards you
Someone down here?
Or someone come
from
through.
this side.
Oh no.
Something has definitely, or someone has definitely taken up abode in this place.
Ha-Kapella is confused to know that, like, she's hearing footsteps from an abandoned mine, and she says, "We got company," and then she looks over and sees this commotion, and she says, "Tnemrot, what are you doing?" And she just goes to Tnemrot and tries to tackle Tnemrot.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
You roll a 20.
Whew. 6.
Sorry. You move over to Tnemrot. Try to. It probably looks more. I don't know if it looks like a tackle or an attempt to hug you.
It's just like, and she kind of like bounces off. Like, Tnemrot, stop! They're gone. They're all gone.
Yeah, Lona's still looking at Tnemrot. You try to sacred flame me. And then he hears the footsteps and he goes, okay, we've got company, team.
That's what I just said.
Okay, you moving anywhere? Or you staying there?
No, I'm staying there, except I'm just trying to keep my distance from Tnemrot in
Okay,
case
you
you
can
sacred
step back
flames
from
me.
her?
Yep.
Okay.
Sully grunts and whirls around, shield out, spear ready.
Who is it, friend or foe?
Tnemrot sees Ha-Kapella trying to attack her, and she runs this way.
Oh.
Okay. Great.
She going?
Oh, gosh.
Catch me if you can.
Now is not the time
not-
to sweat.
Love it.
Going the wrong way.
I'm
Sully, what do we do? Tnemrot's run the other way.
What? I think Sully's just trained on the corridor ahead of him. He doesn't receive a lot of information right now.
The Ha-Kapella chases Tnemrot. I'm like, wait, Tnemrot, I'm sorry. And just tries to chase after her.
And
We split up.
yeah, and so Lona goes. Yeah, Lona stays with Sully.
Oh, God.
He goes, "Oh, it's all right. Ha-Kapella will find her." Right.
Lona and Sully, side by side. Right?
Fractured, but somehow still together.
And a group of reptilian
Come on, not those guys.
Foes.
things
The reptilian things they've been down
rush
here.
around the corner towards you. They started off with a couple of little guys at the front. But it's not just them. There's a whole
Oh,
bunch of
come on.
Who the heck?
They rush around
Family.
towards you. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 10.
Oh, wow. That is quite the charge.
Damn.
Sully. 20.
Ooh, that hits.
Oh, God. I've got no...
6.
Oh.
Lona.
Yeah.
8.
Miss.
Meanwhile, Tnemrot and Ha-Kapella, you're running. Tell me about yourself. Not tell me about yourself. Tell me what you're doing. Tell me about yourself. Tell me about yourself.
I'm purple. So Tnemrot's just like started running. She can hear Ha-Kapella talking to her behind. She says, "I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. No, wait. I'm sorry. Wait, slow down.
She just stops. She stops. She's just like really confused. She turns around and she just like grabs Ha-Kapella and she just like hugs her.
Oh.
She's like, "I'm sorry. I don't know what's going on."
No, it's okay. It's all right. Hey, here. I forgot to give these to you. And she brings out the gloves that Tnemrot gave to her back when Tnemrot left. And she was like, wait, it's gonna be fine. Here, and she puts on the gloves onto Tnemrot. So maybe it just helps. I don't know. I was like, see, it's fine. All right, I'm sorry. It happens. We get angry sometimes. But I think the other two need us. There's some trouble behind us. All right, come on, we'll be fine.
Tnemrot has this like pull away because she just knows that she just really doesn't want to hurt her friends. But as soon as she sees the gloves on, she kind of just feels like a warmth coming through her fingertips.
Beautiful.
And then she looks at Ha-Kapella and then she just like holds her face and she goes, "Thank you." And then she like starts bolting back.
And she's like, oh, okay.
Now, that conversation took more than a few moments. So let's see how long you guys can hold the line. The only light source has run away from you. It is dark. I'm gonna give both of you -2 to all of your rolls because of the dark. It's not so dark that I'm giving you disadvantage.
Okay. Because it's also a little bit like fish in a barrel, right?
Yeah, they're right. They're just these little. Yeah. Okay. Lona.
Lona.
They're right in front of you.
Lona's arms light up, and Lona has this idea. We've caved in a cave before, and so Lona just firebolt, looks up at the ceiling. Is it held up by like a
This is
mine shaft?
dwarven stonework.
Yeah.
It's a great idea. I'm sorry.
It can't be. Damn it!
Not that
All right,
easy.
Lona's just gonna unleash firebolts into the darkness and see whoever he hits. Would be
One
great.
firebolt, two firebolts. What are you doing?
I'm gonna. No, I don't think I've got any more.
You've used up your tanked out.
I think I'm tanked out with all my. So yep, just gonna firebolt
Okay, roll.
towards Eva.
Go.
Come on, 14 plus 6 is a dirty 20.
That's gonna
minus
hit.
2 is 18.
Nice.
Nice. Love that.
Come on. And 7 plus 1 is 8
8.
of damage.
I'm almost certain that does it. In the meantime, Sully, what you doing?
Yes. Great. Sully just strikes at the space in front of him.
Yes.
Oh dear. It is a 6.
Not good enough.
But then he pulls his arrow back and then he strikes again for 19.
Yes.
And that gives me 8. Oh, sorry, 7.
Yep. 7 damage. Mm-hmm. Both of the two small ones at the front are gone.
We're going
Yeah,
to kill
and
the
then
babies.
and then Sully kind of like hops forward,
Steps forward.
with the shield.
Okay, great. Thank you. Next round, it's their turn. This one looks like this one is definitely a bit more meaty.
Yeah.
Yep. And he swings this blade. There's some kind of liquid on the blade.
Oh.
Sully. 14.
Miss.
You
Dinks it with his shield.
runs up here, and this like overgrown salamander kind of thing with a scimitar strikes at you. 20.
Ah, yeah, well. That's a hit.
Two hit points.
2 hit points, yep.
And it's back to you. You're gonna have to do one more round at least before your friends get there.
Okay. Yeah, so Lona? Lona looks at this meaty salamander thingy and then just like, I want to ray of frost him.
Ooh.
Yep.
okay.
I've never tried that one before in a long time. Yes, streaks through range, make a spell, take it against the target. On a hit, it takes 1d8. Okay. 2d8 damage as well at level 5.
Yep.
Okay.
First roll for it.
Sweet.
Yep. Go.
13 plus 6, 19. Yo, and then, is it 2d8? 2d8s. 3.
But they're slow.
Okay.
Right? They lose some movement.
I think so. I think it's
Yeah.
Yes, they do.
Yeah, definitely.
reduced by 10 feet.
Yeah, slow down. But you don't do a lot of damage. Okay.
Yeah, great.
Fireball.
Stab. At this one, yeah, he just keeps like marching forward and stabbing. 18 minus 4 is 14.
That is good enough.
Yes, lovely, great. That is 6 damage.
6 damage. He's a bit tougher than that.
Oh, but how tough though?
Hey.
He does it again. 22.
Yeah.
Great, and then he strikes again for 9.
He's still up.
Oh, it's tough.
And then he kind of grunts, and then he plants his foot, and he just swings wide with his shield. It's a bonus action. He uses shield bash.
Okay.
Nice.
Bonus action.
Mega turns.
Whoa.
So,
Kirby always hits the Megaton.
Love it.
so that is 16. And if he fails this, then he's knocked prone.
So what is it?
Sorry, it is against my. Oh, it's not there. But I think it's a strength saving throw or a dex saving throw, whichever he's better at.
Okay.
Or you get to choose.
Terrible roll. Fails.
Yeah, so he's knocked over.
Knocked over and
Nice.
is now
Yeah.
prone.
Yes, shield bash.
Come on, man.
Salamander for you, Lona.
Yes.
It swings a curved blade through the air, tries to connect with you, rolls a magnificent 5.
Oh.
And the one behind it, the second salamander attacks Sully. 8.
Oh.
Did
Miss.
the shield bash do any damage?
No.
No, just knocks it prone.
Just knocks him.
So
Yeah.
it gets back up and tries to hit you with this poisoned blade. You guys have done a good job of holding them in place. A natural 1. Oh my goodness.
That doesn't hit me.
No. So what I'm going to do, if I roll a 1 or a 2, he strikes the scimitar-wielding giant salamander next to it.
I thought it looked like it was gonna be a one.
I hope you do.
Okay, and now Raylene, Ha-Kapella, and Tnemrot come into.
Oh, yes. As we run, Ha-Kapella says, Tnemrot, just remember, we've got your back, all right? And bardic inspiration for you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Beat his ass. And she runs in as far as she can. Oh, how is she gonna? 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, no. 1, 2, 3, 4 on the diagonal,
Yeah.
and gets out her light crossbow.
Okay.
And goes, "Patoink!"
Nice.
Ooh, with a 11.
11.
Not even close.
Dang.
No.
Yeah, and bardic inspiration was her back. Well, no.
Okay, good. I love the way that you strategically have left space. Was that your thinking?
Yes.
Ah, good. Okay.
And Lona just firebolts. Firebolts straight onto this guy, Roddy.
Forget the ice. Straight back to the fire.
Yeah, straight to the fire. The ice didn't work for me. 14 plus 6 is a dirty 20.
Yeah.
-4.
Minus 4.
16 maybe.
Oh, actually, no. Her light's back now. You don't have a -2 anymore. This round they've come back.
I just did my normal minus.
No.
8 damage.
8 damage.
Yes.
Okay, 8, and it had taken 3 before. Believe it or not, it's still up.
Yeah. Sully strikes at this one.
The one that Lona has been wailing on.
That's right. And he comes in with a 10. He goes wide and then he tries to correct himself and then he comes in with a 11.
Damn.
No special moves this turn.
No special move.
Tnemrot, you're back. What you doing?
Okay, Tnemrot just like sprints towards Lona. Now, what I'd like to try and do is leapfrog over him to this side.
I don't know if you'll be able to do that. Do you have how good's your acrobatics?
-1.
No. The best you can possibly do.
Okay, what if I slide under his legs?
All right.
Okay, so what I do?
What are you wanting to do? Okay. You're wanting to get behind them.
I'm kind of, yeah.
There are too many blades and things. You're not going to be able to get through them.
Okay, well, what if I do this? What I'm going to do is I'm going to run, and then I yell at Lona and I say, duck!
Okay.
And do you hear me? Yeah. Okay, and then I'm going to mace him down, mace the salamander thing.
Okay.
And smack him in the face.
Okay, you can fit in here and easily mace him.
Move.
Fine. I'd sprint for the gap. Can I add, that's 15. It's 20, dirty 20. Can I add this to the damage? Or is it to, okay, to the damage? Okay, here we go.
Are you giving yourself into the rage?
No. That's a 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
Now, just for so you fired up the mace. When did you first fire up the mace? Was it before your rest or after your?
After my rest.
Okay, so
It was
it's
during
still,
this whole battle-y situation.
Yeah.
The queen had disappeared. It's been going this whole time.
because remember it doesn't go infinite.
How long does it last for?
So you haven't tested the limits of that yet, which is why I'm trying to figure, wanting to make sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, but it's still
okay?
fine for now. So you did
Okay.
damage, and how much damage did you do?
18.
Truckload.
18.
So this
18.
one here, right?
Yes.
Gone. All right, it's not looking good for them. So they disengage.
Attack of opportunity. Oh, damn.
Disengage.
Disengaging.
They disengage and run around the corner.
They might have company. We should flee.
Yeah, we should. I didn't realize there were creatures down here. Of course. Maybe that's another reason why they're cursed.
Let's talk about it later. And then Sully runs off down the other direction.
Yep.
All right, let's go.
I must explain the smell.
Ugh,
Okay.
good. Great. Ugh.
The passages that you run through, as you move through the tunnels, it's a mine. It's not like a huge settlement. You kind of instinctively know, because of your upbringing and how kind of dwarves often set up corridors and things like that. So I think that you'll be able to find you guys trying to find the exit. Is that what you're trying to do?
Another exit of sorts.
Well,
Even like another ventilation thing.
All right, you want to find the next
Great.
ventilation graph.
Tunnel.
Nice.
Okay.
That isn't so hard to climb.
Okay. They are pretty frequent.
Okay.
So, because there needs to be a lot of air to move through. And so, after only just like a minute and a half, you come across the next gap in the ceiling with another meter by meter hole that goes up.
All right. Sully, boost me up. I'll try and see where this goes. And she climbs onto Sully's hands and just yeet, and then tries to grab onto, because it's at the slant, right?
It's on
Yeah,
the
so
end.
she's like really holding on and finding out if there's any loose rocks that will just fall down. Just watch out, there might be rocks falling your way, so keep it clear. And she keeps like going up.
Making your way up the slope. It's not hard for you.
Yeah.
And there's a grate at the end of it, and you can see the indigo of the night sky and some stars through the gaps in the grating.
And I guess I can't see because I'll have to boom boom to try and loosen it up with Turan's battle axe, like maybe the bottom of it. Just
Okay. And you start working on loosening it up. Yeah.
and
It'll take a while because you can't swing anything in such a small gap. But after working at it, and you're able to loosen the grate enough to move it.
I put Turan's battle axe away, and I just push, but like trying to be subtle and quietly in case we're in a place that is not where there's company. So like as quiet as I can, but I know it's hard. And peek through.
Peek through. Okay.
Just a little peek.
Little peek. You are in a very rocky area.
Oh.
You don't see any people around. It's pretty barren, rocky terrain.
Oh. All right. I think the coast is clear. I think this is a good way to come out. And so she pushes off the rest of the grate and climbs out to see more of the surrounding area. So it's still all just rocks.
It's rocks.
Or just on one of the hills.
Okay, you haven't moved all that far from that initial grating, yeah?
Yeah.
But it was on a slight angle, so you can see down below, down the hill, is the village of Kizik.
Yes.
So you haven't moved around heaps, but it's rocky and barren here. There's no threats. And you can see from your vantage point, down below in the village is teeming with torches.
Ah.
And there's a steady line of them that are heading up the pathway that you, only an hour or so ago, had led your companions up towards the other grating.
So,
You're probably about 100 meters away.
a whole 100-meter sprint. Okay, across the field. And she gets the grate, and she slides it back and slides down the thing again. Okay, so immediate surroundings, everybody. It's pretty clear. It's pretty rocky. But there are, down in the village, a whole bunch of guards still and soldiers still looking out for us. And I think they might have found our pathway that led to the recent grade. So we might want to find another exit that way, maybe.
Is there a way we can make a stealthy kind of path amongst the rocks and away from them? Like, we don't have to head towards the village, do we? We just need to head away from them.
That's true. But like, we're more hidden under here. I'm just saying. But I don't know. What do you guys think?
I just don't want to run into a whole lot of lizards.
Oh, that's true. Well, we were able to hold those lizards quite well.
What do you think, team? Do we fare better out there or in here?
What do you guys think?
And Ha-Kapella, when Tnemrot asks that, she kind of is taken like, whoa, because usually it's not us who decides what happens. And she just looks at Sully and is like thinking, you're going to let this happen? Like, you're going to let us decide?
Sully's staring at a wall.
Oh, well,
I think we will.
oh, goodness. Well, how about we just do a couple more grates down that way, and we'll just see. And then I'll poke back up to see like a meerkat, right, guys? And Ha-Kapella's just
Lona's
trying
more
to
worried
lighten the mood.
Sully walks down.
Oh, yep. See, Sully's doing great. All right, everybody, time to be hushy. All right,
I just don't want to be trapped in here.
it's all right. We'll just a couple more grates, right? And then maybe we can find.
Okay. That was great. I love the personality struggles that both Tnemrot and Sully are going through at the moment.
We're just like, oh god.
And you guys
You
have
leaving
no
us
idea
clowns?
the two chaos monkeys are suddenly in control.
What do we do with all this
Hey,
leadership?
as you move through the tunnels, you're aware that in the distance there are some more of these kind of lizardy folks that are just keeping their distance and just watching you.
Oh.
You get to the next air vent, you're able to go up, and you're.
Yeah, come on. And I see it's still pretty similar, but
It's similar, but you've moved around the hill so that you're not actually able to see the village properly. You're further along.
all right. She slides back down. All right, I think this exit is a decent one. So how about we try and get everybody fitting into this one. I'll have my whip out so that everyone can just hold on as well. I don't know how that works, because
Sure.
because Sully, hey, lift these two up, and then when you go last, I'll pull you up, because I know it's a bit hard to get into the thing.
The moral of the story is you work together, you find yourself out there, and the beginning of the new day is coming. It's starting starting to get light, but it's still pre-dawn, so it's really dark. None of the forces that have been chasing you are visible.
Well, we should move before it gets too bright.
It's a good idea.
Try to understand my like, where's north, where's south, where's...
Okay. Do you want a little bit of geography?
Yes, please.
So, as we know, the northern peninsula of Artai is like a V shape, yeah? Mm-hmm. The very tip of that is built up. It's the overflow from the Great Walled City, but on the other side of the strait. Above that to the north is farmland, and these hills that are also mines. There is, if you go slightly more to the north and the east, there's a small fishing village. Or if you go west, there is, that leads you towards Kizik, though. But you could go past Kizik and to another fishing village to the west. Obviously going south takes you back into Aratai. Heading north just heads into the wild. And we have our handy dandy map here to give. All right, so our handy dandy map. I can't do this properly. Oh yeah, I can. It's transparent slightly. So you guys are. You guys are here. Yeah, the main road goes along there, but there is a fishing village over here that you would be able to reach on the eastern side, or you could just.
Ha-Kapella licks a finger and puts it up to the sky to see where the wind is going, finding out where it's north, south, east, west.
The wind is definitely coming from the east,
All right.
which makes sense how the wind was traveling through the vents in the cave.
There's a fishing village, I guess, which could have some boats towards the east. I think that's the closest one to us.
Do we need boats to get back to Aratai.
Or to the palace, yeah.
Yeah.
So, let's say it. Let's have a good old group tramping trip. Hey, it shouldn't be that bad compared to that last time. Remember when we were in the water and then we had to do like 8 hours of walking to Tnemrot's temple?
Yeah.
So it should be easier, right?
Yeah.
Hey, I gotcha. And then Ha-Kapella like punches Sully's tummy. I gotcha.
He's creeping me up. Okay, let's just go to the village.
Yeah, let's go. We're gonna
Thank you.
walkies.
Scene change. We have a short traveling montage. Right?
Ha-Kapella telling bad jokes and
Rippling.
miles
Oh,
and
goodness.
like,
Traveling through to the village, easily gaining the trust of the inhabitants who weren't happy seeing the Ghoulm armies coming through, getting put on a boat, traveling to the south.
oh really? But
And what's your plan? I don't want to. I think the interaction in the fishing village will go along that line, and I don't think we need to spend a lot of time in there.
nah.
So what's the plan?
Heading to the Queen, right?
Heading to the
We
Queen.
need to report back to the Queen.
I think in this time I've used the water of the sea to just give myself a wash off the blood.
Because you are
And
filthy.
yeah, and I just borrow like a common townsperson's outfit. I steal it off the lines.
You can be given things.
Oh, my
Are there armor?
You want to stop by
Not for me.
an armory to get some armor
Yeah.
for Tnemrot.
was
Not
about
in
to
a small
wait.
fishing
Okay,
village,
yeah.
no.
We'll wait until we get.
So we're heading to the Queen.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're in a fishing boat. It heads out to sea.
Man, I hope that shield guy's all right. Yeah.
Yes. To just fast forward the traveling montage through the waves, sea breeze,
More bad jokes.
followed by the boat taking anchor not in the northern main docks, but along to the side, and then traveling eventually. A couple hours later, weary and tired, you find yourself being admitted into the palace. Sorry, I fast forwarded 2 hours, but
good.
I just didn't think that there would be
Yeah.
plot stuff that would happen during that time. And
It's
so-
mostly just awkward
Yeah.
characters.
Exactly. You're
Yeah.
exactly right.
Yeah.
Great.
So, beaten, battered, bloodied,
Bruce.
Traumatized.
traumatized,
At a loss.
you're brought into the presence of the queen. She stands, Queen Aleto stands and says, "You've returned. I am so grateful that you have survived, and you found your friend."
Not all of us survived, Your Majesty.
We're sorry to say, Donnie has sacrificed his life, and he was a bit unstable in the first place, but he sacrificed it to help us get out somewhere.
Yeah.
Did Shield ever make it back?
He has not yet returned.
We do have news from up north, Your Majesty.
What is it? Please. And she comes down, and there's a table in the middle of this small chamber which has a map laid out with as good a map as they can of Aratai in the northern peninsula. And she says, "Come, come." And one of her generals is brought forward, and they come in. Azamat is called for. He's brought in. Prince Atil is brought in, and the kind of that immediate war council of her general, Azamat, Atil, and herself sits there, and they're ready for your report. Okay, yes, please.
Then Lona kind of looks over at Sully and Tnemrot, and you like,
Do you want it?
Nimrod's just started to make her way really slowly towards the Queen. She's just kind of slightly passing the guards. Just like real chill vibes.
So, the report. We made our way from the southern peninsula to the northern. We were met with some rudimentary fortifications. We managed a successful infiltration operation. We scouted through hundreds, possibly thousands of guards. we had a final confrontation with Mortine, Turan, suspected dead, turns out not, and some long-standing adversaries. We dispatched them. We took one sorceress prisoner who managed to escape through magical means.
And
Intel is low. We recovered Tnemrot.
and Mortine, what of him?
Dead.
Dead.
Yes.
Well, that's one less problem, says Prince Atil.
Yeah, that was all Sully's doing. He was great. And she punches Sully's arm again. Congratulations, man. You know, we really hated that guy. And she points onto the map. Ha-Kapella points onto the map. This was where they had a giant bonfire, and it looked like they were doing some sort of ritual, which is why they needed Tnemrot.
It turned green.
Yes.
Your Majesty, we were asked to ask you about Casimir, the betrayer.
She turns to the general and to Azmat and says, "You're no longer needed. Thank you very much. I'll call for you when you're needed." The general kind of looks a bit confused for a moment, bows and leaves and says, "Any orders before I leave, Your Majesty?" And she said, "No, continue with the plans of fortification." Azamat just quietly steps away and walks out the door. She says, "What do you know of this name?" And Atil says, "What are we talking about? What do we know this name?" Yes? She asks you.
I'm looking at Tnemrot.
She just told us to ask
She?
you. Yeah, the priestess,
Zaraga.
Zaraga,
She's the one leading this whole thing.
she's the one that took Tnemrot
And she told you what?
to ask you about Casimir the betrayer. Apparently, you know much more.
I see. While all this is happening, what's Tnemrot doing? You said you were edging towards the queen?
Yeah, well, I was gonna ask her about Casimir.
Oh, okay.
But I've still edged towards her, and I'm standing right next to her now.
Okay. She says, and it's clear that the prince doesn't know what's going on. She says, I don't know if... And she seems to be in like an internal debate. She starts pacing back and forth and says, "Will you follow me for a moment?" But in doing this, I ask you not to share this information widely. For now. Yes? Do I have your word for now?
Of course.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Yes.
Atil, I probably should have told you this a long time ago. Come with me. Leads you out of the room. And do you remember the episode where you took her hostage? Yeah?
Fondly.
The Three Little Pigs, the musical, I believe?
Yeah, exactly. Way back in episode 10, that was. And you had taken her down some stairs to lower levels. So she takes you down to a lower level to a large, sturdy, hardwood door that is reinforced with iron bands. Takes from her side, where she has a ring of keys, a key unlocks it. Atil opens the doors, which, by their squeaking, haven't been opened for a while. She brings a lantern, and inside is beyond the doors is a small room, a small library, full of a combination of scrolls and slender volumes and thick volumes. It's a small room. All of you in there are actually quite cramped, but it has a feeling of a room that hasn't been opened for a while. It's musty, a bit damp. from Tnemrot's library kind of obsession, perhaps. There are a lot of really old books in here.
Ha-Kapella looks over at Tnemrot. It's like, hey, look, it's your place.
It's beautiful. And as Tnemrot looks around, she just kind of looks around the room and sees if she can find a letter opener. And she's just looking around.
Okay,
Can she see one?
sure. Why not?
She just pockets it.
All right.
It's beautiful.
The queen goes over to the corner of the room. There's a pile of scrolls, and she starts taking scrolls off until she finds the one that she's looking for. There's a small table in the middle of the room, and she very carefully unrolls it. And as she does it, it's so old that it kind of cracks in places, and it's written, the ink is faded. It can only faintly be discerned, the lettering. And it uses some of the old language of Aratai. Because in 1,000 years, which is the age of this scroll, language has changed. Mm-hmm. She hands it to Atil, and she says, 1,000 years ago, as you know, the betrayer killed our descendant, Rotai. And as you know, his wife, Belin, and Sedela Charn then in turn killed the betrayer. The betrayer's name is was Casimir, stricken from the history books. When I say that Belin and Sedela Charn slayed him, that is not entirely true. He was cursed by the most powerful curse that Sedela Charn could bestow upon him. He was, with the last embers of life, he was entombed in a coffin of lead and cursed with a death of 300 years of continual pain, and then buried beneath the earth. And after the 300 years, the curse would finish and he would truly die. This was the curse. She then hands the scroll to Atil, points to the scroll that's in Atil's hand and says, in the old Aratai language, this is what this scroll here says. She then pulls out another scroll, opens it up, and says, I'm only sharing this because for some reason fate seemed to have entwined you and the sword and the betrayer in our family. I don't understand why, but... And again, this scroll cracks as she unravels it. The ink is fresher in this, still faded. And you can read what this one says. And it merely says, to King Awade. King Awade was a king that you've heard of, who was some 700 years ago. King Awade. The betrayer's tomb is gone. We haven't We don't know anything more than that. That was 700 years ago.
What does that mean? The betrayer's tomb is gone. Has someone...
Well, we found the coffin had been exhumed, had been buried, had been uncovered, and it was this is just what and she pulls another scroll down, opens it up, and all that was found is, you can read it for yourself if you wish, but just to explain it quickly, is that the coffin of lead was found to have been covered in, had been engraved with 6 stars in a hexagonal shape all over it. It had been opened, and the dust of the disintegrated body was in the bottom of the coffin, but the body itself was gone.
So Casimir was a sorcerer.
Casimir was a sorcerer.
Yeah, Ha-Kapella, I think. The Ha-Kapella holds on to Lona, who's the closest, and she thinks, guys, remember when Mortine first held the sword and what he said? He said he's been waiting 700 years for this. Yeah. She just, leaves that in the air. And she thinks, she has her theories, but as she looks at the Queen, Your Majesty, are you trying to suggest that Mortine is the original betrayer?
And with that, we will call it a night. What a great line to finish an episode on. Thank you for finishing a perfect ending line for an episode. Thank you, guys.
Recap, though. 7 years, it's true.
I was like, because I had it in a note, and I was like, 700 years, I wonder what happened then.
Brilliant. Okay. Well, we finished episode 19. Next week is episode
20.
20.
Let's roll 20s next year.
Yeah.
So, hey, thanks for joining us on our adventure.
Oh, man.
It was a bit of a different session from last week.
I feel so bad for these guys now. Oh, their friendship and their bond is cracking.
They're like the C team now, eh?
Cracking. Oh.
Great. Hey, thanks very much. Just wanted to say, if you're joining our show for the first time, welcome. Great to have you on board. It's Dice Legends. We're a D&D show. If you've just joined us for the first time, great to have you here.
Yay!
As always, we want to give thanks to our Patreons.
Lit. Let's go Patreon.
Our Patreons are a really important part of our production, and we really appreciate their input and your support.
Here's a doozy.
Please, if you are new to our stream, please hit us with a follow.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to subscribe. The shows like ours
Do it.
survive on our subscribers and our Patreons.
Yes.
And last thing we want to, in terms of thanks, is let's give another plug, shall we?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
So,
Boys.
Ronnie, can you show us what you're doing there?
Oh, it's just rolling up my real flash little gift here, and it's check that personalized dice holders and also mats.
Yeah.
as well.
So,
With your name on it.
Dice scrolls is what they call it.
Beautiful.
My Bok can't fit in the scroll itself.
Oh my gosh.
So our sponsor is
Too damn
called Bespoke Boutique in Z.
Shop bespoke.
Thank you.
These are amazing.
Thank you.
Be woke with bespoke.
And they've made these custom-made. Can I see yours for a moment?
Take that one.
Custom-made
Too many
character
dice.
journals. You'll see when you go to their website that they have a whole bunch of things. They have that you can get custom-made, or they have a selection of really cool designs that are made by some incredible artists.
Nice.
Hit them up and spend all your money. Well, not all your money, but spend some money with
Spend
them.
most of your money there.
Yes.
They're a new company, and I think, a new companies are new companies. It's good to spend the love, to share the love.
It's good to
It's
spend the
well
money.
worth it. These are lit.
They are so nice.
So thank you, Bespoke Boutique, for sponsoring this episode.
Woo!
Thank you.
Thank you, Bespoke.
Spoke.
Now, if you're, thanks for all of you for supporting the show, and if you are a Patreon or a supporter here on Twitch, thank you very much for your financial assistance. It really helps make our show go.
Yes.
And there are other ways of supporting us that don't involve the exchange of moonies.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Bonitos.
So, for example, head over to our YouTube channel, hit us with a subscribe.
Can't wait.
When you comment on videos, it encourages the YouTube algorithm to share that video to more people.
Yeah.
So, subscribing, liking, and leaving comments really helps our channel. And if you could share and tell your friends, we would really appreciate it.
Yes.
Now, this thing
What are you
here.
doing this?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure it out.
yeah.
Is it
Next time that they're sponsoring an episode, I'll show you what we do with this special little thing.
going? Don't show me
Because I
because
thought it was like that.
It's something
Wait, I don't want to show
special.
it just in case it's,
Really?
spoiler.
Because you know.
Did I just figure it out?
I don't know. Let's see.
Look
show me.
underneath the table. Did I do that?
Nope.
No, damn it. Okay, it's not-
Is it this?
It's a special way of
Yep.
it's a special way of
Is it-
connecting your journal to your dice.
Oh, that's cool though.
Yeah, I thought
I
it
like
was
that. It's a handle.
Oh, yeah?
All right. Hey,
Headband?
guys, last thing. Who wants to say the last thing?
If you haven't already,
Yeah.
play some D&D.
Yeah.
Get some
Tell
guys.
Riley.
Yeah. Get some guys. Grab your friends.
It's
There's
pretty
even
cute.
on Facebook you can meet strangers who would like to
Yeah.
play D&D online with you. Try it with your kids. Try it with your siblings.
Yes.
Try it with your presents. Your parents. Try it with your grandma. Try it with your teachers. Oh no. Or hire Vahid.
Except I'm not for hire.
Just call Vahid and we're like, hey yo, can you help us out?
Show up on his doorstep.
And his address is.
Those are the way that you play D&D. You turn up on Vahid's doorstep. Hey guys, thanks for joining us.
Yo.
For those of you that are around, what we're gonna do is roll the credits, and then we're gonna stick around and chat for a little while. So we'll see you on the other side of the credits.
See you. Love you.